Danny still not able to close it out.
My
DP
God.
whip.
Issei has a Hail Mary.
Holy cow! They did it!
Oh my God!
Jade Ray Jr., you can't be doing this so... Actually,
Oh my God.
He's not dead?
Okay.
Nobody's safe. Nobody's safe. Nobody's safe. Soon as we step out the cage, we raising all of the stakes. Make no mistake, either you stay in your place or we putting you on a plate. Look at our face, we put the fear in the dirt. We had to struggle for change, pick up the pace. We put in infinite work, that's why we stay getting paid. Y'all running late, we moving on to the next. You still been stuck in a phase, there's no debate. We draw the line in the sand, we say it straight to your face. They underrate, till we put the team on our back. We took the city to state, what it's gonna take. Another S on our chest, another beat in the grave. We innovate, we always switching it up. They can't predict what we say. Come out the cave, they see the blood on our shirt. They see the teeth in the veins. They watching tape, still trying to figure us out. They think we came here to play. They sending snakes, they trying to give us a curse. They want us taking the bait, but that's okay. We keep on dodging the bull. We keep on saying Olay, blocking the way, thinking we flipping reverse, but we keep rushing the gate, stopping the rain. We know they sit on the throne. It's looking easy to take. We not afraid. We put the fear in their bones. Ain't no more running away. They trying to trace. They trying to follow our steps. They trying to copy the wave. Boy, that's so lame. That's why they keep getting curved. You gotta stay in your lane. They wanna claim that we not giving them work. Like this is minimum wage. Boys, you crazy. Why you keep feeding the beast? Now that you open the cage, nobody's safe. Nobody's safe.
If you come, then please don't drop your guard. Nobody's safe. If you come, you're messing with a star.
Nobody's safe. Yeah, yeah. Nobody's safe. No, I do this for my folks, for my mama and my pops. I don't care if you the cops, anybody could get boxed. If you aiming for my head, then you better take your shot. If you miss, then this fist gon' be cleansing your clock. I don't care if you the press or the feds or an op. If I stretch out these hands, then prepare to get robbed. If your friends said that you had a chance, understand that they probably was there for your friends. They my fans. I jumped in the ring and I started swinging. Came from the jungles of drunken demons, fighting them off in the Coliseum. Studied and learned how to target weakness. That's why your team would do better beefing with someone else who was probably vegan. Touch me and lose every single finger. Touch me and watch how I turn the scene. Massacre as soon as you have the nerve to try to step to me, I will snatch your turf. And matter of fact, scratch that, I will snatch your earth. You tried to breathe to see how the asthma works. We don't compete, I'm not in a class with earth. My boys are down the ball if I say the word. The team is down the hall if I call the third. What's happening? Best believe that a massacre.
Hey, what up, say? Yeah, all my life I told them I would do this, now I done it. Even as a child, they tell me that boy, yeah, this Sunday. Now I seen them out, they ask me how the music coming. If I told them what I goes, I know they think it's so disgusting. Told them matter of fact, I said I'd rather not discuss it. Seem like every day I got another check that's coming. Training for a marathon, I'm building another pace, but I ain't have to train for this shit. Always knew that I would run it. I came too far for a grown man to tell me how to get mine. How y'all still talking, I don't listen, I swear we never align. Y'all ain't never done it, still give advice, I don't take directions from the blind. Just stay on my job or y'all unemployed, I told them go and apply. That's some real facts, but they won't listen, don't take opinions, y'all only give them. They crash on the road now, but I stay my line, I was always driven. Had to get it out, tunnel vision. Steph Curry, man, I'm never missing. Back in the day, I was in the office, now I'm getting paper like it's done to Mifflin. All my life I told them I would do this, now I done it. Even as a child, they tell me that boy, yeah, this Sunday. Now I I seen them out, they ask me how the music coming. If I told them what I gross, I know they think it's so disgusting. Ooh, all my life I told them I would do this, now I done it. Even as a child, they tell me that boy, yeah, this Sunday. Now I seen them out, they ask me how the music coming. If I told them what I gross, I know they think it's so disgusting.
And it don't make sense. How you living it like that? You just gotta progress. Is it snowing outside? You just tryna be a flake. Damn, yeah, okay, let's go. Said you need a little help, yeah, I think that is evident. If you think that's easy, then it says a lot about you. When you feel a little slumpy, that's a part of reality. You better gotta let it go before you do something.
If I leave it, then I go. You just think it, but I know. Make it low as I go, cause yeah. If I leave it, then I go. You just think it, but I know. Make it low as I go, cause yeah, that's how I roll, yeah, that's how I go, yeah, that's how I roll, yeah. If I leave it, then I go.
Hold up, why do they doubt the kid? I'm about to prove them all wrong again. I got a low tolerance, cause they don't even know what the problem is. It's me. You waiting on the boy to fail, then hold your breath and face your death. Cause you play a roulette with each step I progress, no less. Go ahead and place your bets, cause we know where we at, we know we top tier. Cause all the hate that you bring, we know it stops here. I'm taking off like a rocket here, ain't stopping here. It's strange how they cannot see the future, but see profit here. Wait up, we gon' always win. Promise that that's not a promise, yeah, that is a threat. You know that I promise to bring the team commas. When the whole team win, that's when you flex. Win, and I'ma do it again. Watch me win, then watch me do it again. Tell 'em I can't take no loss. My team hold no L's, no. Aiming for the top, can't make it by myself. I ain't taking no loss. I ain't taking no loss. Look, I'ma always win. I ain't taking no loss. Look, I'ma always win. We already know that we the coldest. Watch me heat it up, let me focus. I'm going toe to toe with foes. I know they notice. I kick in doors, they only hope for closing. Why? Cause they know I go again. And when they get it dry, I'm the one that can make it flow again. Talk to me nice, my team they ready to go again. Running into us, we're glad we send you home again. Yeah. We don't talk, better know the grind gon' match my walk. I'm a cheat code, I don't take no loss. Making no sense, run up the scope. Cause all I do is win, and I'ma do it again. Watch me win, then watch me do it again. Tell 'em I can't take no loss. My team hold no L's, no. Aiming for the top, can't make it by myself. I ain't taking no loss. I ain't taking no loss. Look, I'ma always win. I ain't taking no loss. Look, I'ma always win. I'm winning again and again and again, and it's all on repeat. I'ma just sit at the top cause I'm running it, dog. On me, I don't know defeat. Had to get back on the phone. I told them don't play with my name cause I know that it rings. They want my spot at the top with the crown and they ask who's a rocket. I tell them it's me. I'ma always win.
I don't feel right unless the odds against me. Back against the wall with my strength. Yeah. I can't let it break. Everything I've been through, it made me better. Ooh, a little hate, it just made me better.
Danny still not able to close it out.
My
DP
God.
whip.
He has a Hail Mary.
Holy cow! They did it! Oh my God!
Jane Ray Jr., you can't be doing this. So actually,
Oh my God.
He's not dead.
Okay.
Welcome to Breakout, folks, for City of the Wolves number 19 on this lovely Monday night and last Monday night of September. I'm Tomodoc with my good old friend, good old friend Lobrilla over there. How are you doing tonight?
I'm doing just fine. How are you?
I'm doing okay. It's been a grindy type of a weekend, sitting there playing other games and trying to learn some of the stuff and then realize we have to do Breakout for City of the Wolves, so I had to do some last-minute studying again, as I usually do, because I like to overwork. But wanted to just say first, this bracket is kind of stacked with killers right now. I mean, I did see Poetry Chef. I did see I know I saw Y-Cry in there. And I was already making fun of him in the back chat. But what we do have, our first match is going to be Jay versus King Sirbot, a team kill for Breakout series. Is there anybody that you're looking forward to seeing tonight as we see the monthly top 5 for the top 8?
For me, I look forward to, of course, hopefully we'll get we got a Mai like last time I was on. I hope we get another Mai. B. Jeanette, of course, always like to see her. Then I know we've had like this big influx of Rock lately, and that's been really exciting because it's not Billy.
A big influx of Rock. You don't see the 59 picks in the middle of top 8 for all of September, which is probably
a huge influx of Rock.
Just I got enough Rock in my life, but the B. Jeanette is also another one too in there, and I get to hear my favorite quote when she gets hit. Now I'm mad, and she will go off.
Before,
no,
she's mad now.
Definitely not. But we also got the Cayenne soccer player and Hotaru, kind of rounding out a little bit of our monthly top 5s in there. But with these characters and patches and everything, we have to thank the developer SNK and SNK Esports for sponsoring this event, because they are putting into the match arena $47.50 into the pot automatically on top of that. But make sure when you guys are in here and you're in our chat to do the code. So if you do !matcherino, please do those codes. And I think we're going right into our match, which is going to be a team kill. Breakout, King Sirbot versus Jay, T-Zoc, one of a very beloved character, but not loved enough to be played, and a character that is played so much and is not loved, but is Hokutomaru. But here we go.
Come on, people play him. Some people do like Hokutomaru.
I like playing him too. I do like playing him. It's just it's the bratty kid type of deal. Oh, nice little anti-air kind of going in by Jay. Couldn't really finish the combo, but they'll set it up for an Oki situation and keeping Sirbot in the corner.
Yeah, no, definitely making Sirbot work to get out so far has not been able to, but a nice just belly flops right up on him. Get that elbow involved. You're gonna see a full T-Zoc combo.
Oh, I thought that was gonna confirm into something, but no, here it comes Jay with the full confirm there to get the level 1 out. And now he's just keeps on going with the pressing of the buttons and this pressure and the teleporting. Oh my god, just he's going and smothers Sirbot and gets that first round.
Yeah, no, definitely using Hokutomaru's speed there because, with grapplers, all it really takes is one big grapple, but, if you're smothering them, it's hard to do it. And Jay's already sort of the same thing. We're switched now.
Well, the little down heavy kick or a down light kick just get everything started there, and now we're just going in. Ooh, the super does miss though for Jay. Could this be a way for T-Zoc and King Sirbot to come back? As soon as they said it, he gets confirmed into a small combo, and now Sirbot's in a little bit of a predicament.
Yeah, I couldn't even like the belly flop. Ooh! See, that's what I mean. All you gotta do is pick your moment when they're close, and you get your grapple, right?
Yeah, and that was the super.
That's pretty good.
And that was the super we were talking about earlier, where we were talking about inputs, and that was like a double SPD input for that level 1 super. But it's all comes for naught, at least for this game, as Jay gets that first game.
Ninja to start a tag team? For real?
It's these win quotes. It's really those win quotes that get to me. They really get to me.
So what I'm hearing is Thomas #1 in the Hokutomaru fan club, and as is jumping in there, get a little mini combo there, working towards the corner.
Oh, jeez. Well, a little miss on the jump in right there. Whoa, and a missed rev blow on there. Big miss DP. Oh, but no conversion by Sirbot on that.
No, interesting. They just had a lot of like flyby moments where they kept missing each other, but you know, we're getting some damage here. Jay still's got some SPD to work with.
Definitely so. Oh, but no little confirm there, but gets a hit, gets a big poke. Keeping up with the pressure. Here comes Jay. Jay's still going with the pressure, gets that breakout, and now they're gonna go in and goes into the level 1 super to kill. Wow, that was a quick round there for Jay, and now he is on set point.
Get ready. Fight.
No, now's the time. Absolutely. Oh, nice. Got a couple little hits in here.
The big belly flop right there by King Sirbot just to get in, and activates the super, aka the belly flop, the Labrilla special when it comes to her favorite moves.
Throw your whole body at him.
Yeah,
it's the grappler special.
Very
There we go.
much
Hit
so.
with the rev blow. Ooh, what a great neutral jump from Jay. Just let him go underneath you and hit him from behind.
Oh, here comes a big combo too, and he does have 1 level of meter to go. Oh, it drops though.
Stop! Woo! There we go. Let's get some King Sirbot on that board.
I know Sirbot, like he's nodding his head. He's going, yeah, this is it. Like I got it this time. And here he comes. He's coming in a little bit. Oh, tried to throw on a punish, but gets the big float on the jump in and goes in with the air rev load to sort of get that. But here comes Jay and coming up with his own bread and butter.
Oh, no, that's a classic Hokutomaru there. Oh, you know, nice neutral jump into belly flop, and we're going to watch the cinematic, right?
Yes, we're gonna watch the cinematic. We're gonna watch this. This is like on the hidden gear, I believe, because he is still an SPG.
Yes.
And we'll just do an air rev blow, like basically a big belt. Like I'm just gonna belly flop and hit my chest on your face. That is King Sirbot.
Yeah, like I said, that was the time to turn it around, and there we go. King Sirbot showing why more people should be playing T-Zoc, and I'm all for that.
Oh, I'm all for character variety. I am very much all for character variety right now. But now
Well,
here,
somebody plays Hokutomaru.
hey, I also play Hotaru too. Like that's not like that's any better. Oh. We're just going to run in and just keep on going in there with the pressure, and gets a little bit of a counter hit confirm. But here comes Sirbot trying to stop some of that pressure, but gets floated out. And here comes Jay.
Yeah, no, we're getting a lot of like small pokes right here. Which is really like, you know, keeping King Sirbot from being able to really do much in the corner, but about to say, until that confirmed there was no big hits, but that will do it.
Yeah, and they were both in overheat too, so there was a lot of chip damage coming in that way, and that was just a good play by Jay to close it out. And now he's on set point while Sirbot needs to get this to extend the match a little bit and bring it to a final round. As we're going in, we're kind of doing some pretty decent defense actually on both sides here. A little overhead to confirm by Jay. Jay gets it, but nice. Oh, I guess the Revlo kind of got countered there, and now here comes Jay.
No, and I'm not countering the Rev blow. Now he's trapped in the corner, and he's got to play that. Oh! How about you just jump over and grab? You're correct. Thank you, King Servot.
King Servot loves the T-pose. That's all I have to say. T-Zoc with the T-pose right at the end right there. But right now, Servot has a little bit of a mountain to climb, but gets the throw again. Oh, this is a lot of damage. Now we're basically tied in life. We're going to see how he's going to close it out. And he doesn't know the throw. What's a throw loop?
Well, apparently, T-Zoc managed one. There we go. We are tied. This is 1-1 and 1-1. This is how teams should do it. Take it all the way down to the wire.
Very much so. When it's a team kill, you bring it down to the wire. And who's going to get the bragging rights tonight? And right now, it's going for a final round, but all that pressure is on T-Zoc, King Servot's T-Zoc right now as he's in the corner.
Yeah, no, made a couple of valid attempts to come out, but Jay is definitely doing the smothering right now.
Both an overheat, but one's close to guard break. Oh, and we'll see if he's going to be able to get the guard break. Oh my god, I think this might... Big confirm, but there's the guard break, and there it is, as Jay would not stop just pressing buttons in to keep up with the chip damage and getting the guard break, and that will actually get him the win tonight and the bragging rights within the BES staff.
Well, it's one of those scenarios where, you know, you have the maybe slower character that can do massive damage, like whenever they get that hit. So it makes sense if you're the faster character to really just like smother them out. And that's quite a bit of what we saw, especially towards the end.
Oh, yeah.
So it was really good strategy on Jay's part.
Definitely so. And yeah, it was against King Servot, who is the community director here for Breakout, which is just funny. So it's just like you just basically beat up on the counselor. Good job. Like, that's all I have to say. Good job, Jay. You're moving on into the winner side of the bracket in the pools. Next up, it looks like we're going to have Diaz and Sirloin. So we're going to see how the Kim Dong-hwan versus the Hotaru. So similar character to Hotaru or Hokodamaru, just without the teleporting, but definitely has damage, and I would say is a little bit, if not quicker, definitely at the same pace or same speed, like walk speed and what have you. What do you think is going to get this match?
That's what Hotaru, that's one of the benefits of her character, right? It's while her range is maybe not as long, she can get in really fast, and once she's kind of one of those characters, once she gets going, she'll start doing a lot of damage. And then Dong-won may be a little bit more powerful, but the way he controls space, I think, is really fun. I like Dong-won. Not as much of his brother, Jae-hoon, but I like Dong-won.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I was just like, you're all about Jae-hoon, but wow, matching outfits. I like it.
It looks planned somehow.
It's like Team Canada versus Team Canada or Team Japan, like whichever way you want to put at it, even though we're all both from the US here. But we're kind of going in, lots of jumping around right now, and lots of little dive kicks away and in. But here comes Sirloin going in more, but Diaz is able to get that big bread and butter combo to get that float and break to extend it and put Diaz in the corner.
I know that was a great dive kick though from Sirloin.
Oh, go! What a catch!
Yep. Ready and waiting.
Oh, big dive kick again by Sirloin, and Sirloin just going in, big rev blow in the air, and that should do it. And Diaz gets first blood in this game.
Round 2.
Yeah, no, we're kind of seeing what I mean, like with Sirloin, just like the way he controls space, like you really. Great cross-up character. There we see our little bread butter combo all the way to the corner, but
oh man, and now here comes the damaging combos. Like Kim Dong-hwan has actually pretty decent damage. I would say more than above average damage in this game because look at that meter go. My God, from 75% brought it down to 1 pixel on Diaz. And a standing leg kick just to close it out.
Oh yeah. I'm not gonna lie. I've never seen him like juggle somebody that many times. Probably because it was in the corner. But yeah, no, that I didn't realize he had quite that in.
Yeah,
he had quite that in him.
That was like super optimized. Like I've seen him having more damage, similar to like your Preacha type of characters. But this is just can get crazy once it gets into the corner if he's able to keep on juggling. And we're seeing Sirloin again keeping up with the pressure with the dive kicks, trying to get Diaz the button, but nice wild punch to get out of there by Diaz. And now he goes into his big bread and butter combo, and we'll spend the super, and we watch a movie.
May as well. I mean, we're 1-1. You know, now's the time to bust anything out you can. Especially, you know, halfway through the SPG? Close to it.
Close to it right now. I think we're there because it is blinking. So Sirloin's in there, but right now Diaz is able to get that confirm and gets that first game.
Aw, Ferret.
Cute. All right.
And back to the butt. All right, let's go.
Yeah, going back to the butt kicking now. But remember, folks, if do exclamation mark Match Arena, as you can see down there, please claim those codes down there. All right, they're free to you to use. You have many accounts to choose from. Just choose one of them and just claim that code for 25 cents to be added to the pot. Now, as we're kind of going in on here, we're going in and we're seeing. Oh wow, DS is kind of coming back here a little bit, trying to get some of those overheads to confirm. Oh, God, that sucks. When you're just trying to jump away and your jump arc just goes into the fireball.
Go. Getting that DP. Sort of that get off me button. Ooh, almost got the whiff there, but was just a little bit too slow.
Oh, wow. Wow, what a just a term of like events that just happened right there. But now it looks like Sirloin is gonna get a little bit of benefit of the juggle. We're now at tied in life, but the back throw by Diaz will close it out. Wow, what a scramble there at the end.
Oh, for sure. Just like a little bit of back and forth there.
Oh, that Hotaru with the dive kick the other way to get an escape, but it did not escape that from Sirloin, and Diaz is getting eating a lot of damage here for that combo, just almost half life there. Trying to bait something out, it looks like, on Sirloin as he keeps the pressure with the big dive kicks in the corner.
Oh, yeah. But we got the infamous Hotaru bump there. Confirming right into a bread and butter combo. And once again, we're going to go ahead and use our sticks of butter, our points to maximize damage.
I have popcorn, so I do need some of that butter right now. But regardless, as we're kind of keep going in here, we got Diaz jumping in a little bit. Did a little bit of a short hop there. Another short hop again. Oh, but nice anti-air by Diaz to get that. No big confirm, though, by Diaz again as Sirloin's able to go back, but he is in SPG. They're both still in SPG, actually.
No, for sure. There's still oh, no. Hotaru got the first confirm there.
Oh. And my God, and we're just running up, and now we got Sirloin trying to go in, and he gets the confirm on the overhead, bringing it to survival point for him to tie it up in games.
Yeah, that was quite the scramble there as well. There goes Diaz. Okay. Tried to do the mix up, but
little standing light standing light confirms by Diaz again, and now we're just going in more. And now here comes Sirloin. Sirloin, yes, it's not the brother, but it's at least it's someone in the family logs, and you got Sirloin showing his mastery of Kim Dong-won.
Sure.
Ish.
Let's see, right now, just kind of like managing to catch Diaz, and good moments, getting well, that bump out of the air is going to do it. Once again, Hotaru is so fast; she can turn something like that, knock people down, run up, and that's going to be a full combo, and that is going to be Diaz's victory.
That will be Diaz's victory. That was, I noticed, like, Diaz was, like, playing, like, volleyball at some point. Like, he was just catching catching Sirloin in the air in some of those juggles. It was pretty impressive, to be honest with you, with the timings that he was getting there as well. And, yeah, even with all the pressure that Sirloin was throwing at Diaz, Diaz was able to still, like, sort of pick the spot. Once it picked the spot, it was almost like a freight train, depending on the damage.
Oh no, for sure. And then I mean, this is why Hotaru is as good as she is, anyway. And it's always nice to see somebody who uses a character like Dong Hwan, who I don't see quite as much. So it was a really fun match because, like I said, you have speed. And I'm not saying Dong Hwan's slow per se, just not as fast, right?
No.
With all the mix-up potential, and he really like controls the airspace. So I think that can work against you a little bit with a character like Hotaru, who we saw multiple times was able to just like bump him out of the air, and boom, you have a full combo happening. Right?
Yeah, no, I mean like. Just that corner pressure alone with that dive kick. That dive kick is super powerful, especially when he goes into the Rev Excel mode for that dive kick, or the EX mode, whatever. And it gets a little crazy. But again, either Diaz like knew the matchup or just kind of had a feeling of where to press and find a spot, and he was able to find a spot, and he's moving on. With our next match now, we are going to have Mr. Boabwande with his Rock Hard versus Void. Void, or is that Void or VC KPRB?
Looks like Void Curb.
Yeah.
But it's
Yeah, I see it as like VC Go Curb 971, something like that. Oh no, it's Void Curb. Sorry. That was a different bracket. So yes, it's Void Curb and Mr. Boabwande coming up next on this can't talk right now, on the next match.
Gato. Thank you, Salsa in a Bowl. I see you.
Cool.
Apparently it's not a ferret either. I saw that too.
So Salsa in a Bowl.
Some sort of weasel.
Oh, if he's playing Gato, that's good. That's gonna be not a first, but it's like it's kind of a rarity to see that around, or at least from what I've seen. I haven't seen him since like the first patch, I think, and I think we're on patch 2 right now. So like I haven't seen him since the first patch, and obviously like when it first came out. But you also main Gato a little bit. Like I liked him too, but like you played him for a little while. Do you have any opinions on him?
Well, it looks like it's gonna be Preacha actually, but
Never mind.
Gato is honestly a lot of fun. Like for me, it was almost like I appreciated how he made fun of everybody as well as his gameplay. But right now we're watching Preacha and Rock.
Yeah, Preacher and Rock, we're going to have a standing heavy punch battle, basically, to see if we can get some combos in. But a nice rev blow to get more of that overhead by Boabwande, and did it again, but big proper punish by Void Curb, and Void Curb is now putting Boabwande in that corner.
Yeah, and Preacha, like I said, just really good at sort of like, just piling on damage once they get it. I'm sorry. I'm trying to put words together. It's not working.
Yeah, it's fine. It happens. We can't say words sometimes, especially when the action is so fast. Nice little cross up out of there to get by Void Curb to get out of that pressure. But now here comes Boabwande again, getting those confirms, goes with the ground Rapukin, and actually closes out that round very quickly. And as I was being told, it's Salsa in the Bowl. It's all good. Like it even though it wasn't Gato, we're still happy. So no demerits for you, man.
You know who's dishing out demerits right now? Mr. Boabwande. Look at those throws. Can we get another one?
Oh God, confirmed too. The close heavy punch confirm into a bare knuckle. Wow.
Wow. Oh, man.
Does Bobande need to get to that Domino's pizza again? Like, geez. Like,
you know, Rock's always in a hurry. Like, anytime you see anybody play Rock, he's up in your face. Here we go.
He's been sitting in the Taco Bell drive-thru line for a little too long at 2 o'clock in the morning. He wants his food now. And he's showing everybody why. But as you can see, Void Curb is actually trying to find his rhythm, but gets hit by the standing heavy kick. And now here comes Bobande. Bobande's going in, but nice little anti-air to float it out a little bit.
Yeah, right now, Bobande's just throwing off those just defends all over the place. And goes just sort of doing the footsies thing, right? Who's gonna get in first? Let's throw out those
fireballs, projectiles. Yep. There you go. Oh, nice little confirm by Void. Void gets a low hit confirm though by Bobande, and Bobande is able to close it out, and now he's on set point.
Round 2. Nope, now's the time. I said that last time, and then we had like a major comeback, so let's see.
Oh,
nice
there
counter.
We go.
Let's
blow.
Counter that rev blow.
If you're not unbreakable, you must have
and
got to spend 2 sticks of butter, and it's in my popcorn now. My arteries are clogging as we're kind of going in. Oh my god. Nice little DP to get out of that pressure by Bobande. Bobande now he gets a big confirm, and now putting Void into the corner. This is not a place that Preacher needs to be, but nice getting out by Void Curve. Void Curve's going in with another combo. This should be dead. No, it's not. And
not quite. That was a good use of rising tackle there, but Bobande's gonna have to play extremely well in order to not get hit again.
Oh my god, that was really nerve-wracking. Oh.
What a kind move there. Jump back, do the fireball, jump back, and catch him coming. Oh man. Who are we watching?
Someone's salty. It was just someone had some bad interactions with Kyan lately. But regardless, congrats again to Mr. Bobande. Bobande, actually, that was our top 8 qualifier, so he is moving on and will be in the winner semifinals of top 8 for this bracket. So we're coming up next. I don't know. I do see some matches. I don't want to call them out yet. But what I will say first is that remember, do !Matcherino that we have. We do have that. Also, please go visit our partners over at One Shot Energy. A very, very cool energy supplement type of I want to say fruit chew. Yeah, like fruit chew type of thing. Yeah. So it's I kind of like it actually. I actually did order one recently, and they taste pretty good. So I'll say that. But if you go to their site and go do not ! Breakout, but if you do the promo code that was the word I was thinking of, Breakout, you will get 10% off of your order.
Yeah, no, and when you if you're gonna try something, right, and you use promo codes in general, that's just another way of supporting the things that entertain you, right? Like if you're enjoying the content, obviously taking part in the Matcherino, making sure you claim those codes, doing all that. It's just another way of support. So,
definitely
everybody appreciates that.
Well, it's another way to support. Another way to support is always to get that merch. If you do ! Merch into the chat, you're going to go right to get a link straight to our store where it brings you all the different t-shirts and hoodies. I need to really buy that hoodie. I've been saying that for the last 3 weeks, but now the weather's starting to get cooler out there. But with their Break Free line and No Limits line, it's just great. They also have stickers and hats too. But if you want to support Breakout and sort of show your support at your local, definitely go to ! Merch and get something from our merch shop.
No, absolutely, a lot of great stuff there. So definitely check that out. It looks like we're getting our Scientific? Yeah, there we go.
It's scientific. I got called out at I got called out last week because I was like CNT, like I was saying it like Italian-y because I was like it's cayenne. I know he's German, but I was saying he's like Italian-ish too. It's like right next door, so it's CNT. And then Y Cry like called me out in chat. Was like, no, it's like scientific. You doof. Quit pressing buttons, Y Cry. You should be in here. You should be in here commentating with us.
Should be in here telling Toma that he's mispronounced. I literally just did it myself, so whatever.
But you take every shot you can when we work together. And just to give background and context, like me and Labrillo actually work together in another org. We're actually a really big part of that org too, as we also do Breakout. So there's going to be a lot of shtick between the two of us because we're basically we're siblings. Yeah, we have a sibling rivalry kind of going on here.
Kine and
Do you like
Terry? Speaking of rivalry, right?
Yeah. Speaking of rivalry, this is the Mark of the Wolves rivalry right here. Oh.
Nice.
Nice little thing by Carrie.
Scientific try to get close.
Not quite. No class.
I'm kind of enjoying the Terry. Little feint by Carrie. Carrie's going in there, big block, but now there's a big... Oh, no full punish, though. Didn't continue it, but now Carrie is in burnout, or overheat.
Yeah, no, definitely an overheat. We're going to have to see right now, Scientifics.
Oh.
I really like Terry just like waits for Scientific to get anywhere near him, and then it's like big button move, bam! Love it. Gotta love it.
Gotta love the baiting. Gotta love the baiting and get that big whip punish. And you want to go whip punish? Let's go for the home run. Is basically what you're telling me. And that's what happened right there by Carrie. Carrie was able to take advantage and now gets that first round as we're going up a little bit more. Little low heavy kick to sort of get the keep Sweet Kane off his feet.
And right now we're just blocking everything that they have, but now is an overheat, so we will see. Backing up into that corner.
Yeah, guard break's also in play here too. Keep going in, waiting for it. Oh, but gets confirmed. I don't even think we're gonna get to the guard break as Scientific is able to keep going and keep up with the pressure and just catching Carrie either pressing a button at the wrong time, and it was very fortunate for Scientific to get that and then get that round.
For sure. Carrie is not afraid to try to jump in as aggressively as they can, but neither is Scientific stuff.
Nope, Scientific with that low light confirmed right there, and just going in and now going in, but nice little get out of there move. Another get out of there level 1 super to get there, and another one by Carrie. Carrie now has a pretty decent life lead here.
Oh, for sure. I mean, Scientific could definitely let's say Kine very much has the ability to come back here, which we might see now. Yep.
Scientific was able to come back and close it out and gets that first game, and looks like we're just rematching and running it back.
Yeah, we don't need to do anything else. We got this. Nice throw there. The back throw, pushing towards the other side, but Carrie got to confirm.
Going back in there. Oh, big miss, and now here comes a big punish by Scientific, and again Scientific was able to get somewhat of a punish, but not fully finish a combo out. More confirms and a little bit of a trade, but Carrie's just stuck in the corner while Scientific keeps up with the pressure.
No class.
Nice little low trades there. See? Okay. DP out of the corner, still blocking everything Scientific. The blocking stopped, so I stopped talking.
Yeah, the blocking stopped. There was a neutral jump with a baited whiff throw, and that kind of did it. And now we got Scientific on set point here. and he can punch his ticket into top 8.
I'll have to see.
Oh my god.
Scientific is absolutely like, I am going to finish this combo. I don't care if you're blocking. At some point, I'm going to break through, and that's what we're seeing a lot of.
Somebody just wants to get to the front of the line. Jeez, just going in there. Scientific is just putting up all that pressure, putting Carrie into overheat, and now they're both in overheat, but Carrie gets caught with the mine. That was able to initiate a combo for Scientific on the cross up, and then that will close it out for Scientific, and he will punch his ticket into top 8 winners semifinals.
I will grant you the kindness of an end befitting the legend.
He is a very handsome man. Sorry.
Okay.
I just saw that. I was just like the hair and just how he was saying stuff. Yeah, just a very handsome man. Anyway, as we're going to move it on here, I am trying to see. Oh, it's going to be Diaz and Jay. So a Hoku versus a Hotaru. This is going to be interesting. I'm actually kind of wondering what this would be. Like, they're two pretty big, like, fast characters, but the one has a big teleport, and I want to give the edge to the Hokudomaru here, just for that. But I don't know. What would you agree with that, Lobs, or do you think Hotaru probably has a better matchup here?
I honestly think they're pretty even in most respects. I do think that Hokutomaru is going to control the airspace a lot more, as you said, due to the teleporting in and due to his ability to sort of change how he, falls. Yeah. I was trying to think of another way to word it. I don't know. But I mean, Hotaru is just fast. I mean, every time you don't think there's time for her to get in, there absolutely is time. So, you got to watch it also, because as we watched earlier, she could just bump you right out of the air, catch you falling, and then that's it. So. Yeah,
no. I mean, I do agree, like Salsa and a Bowl, but it's one of those where it just also depends on the pilots too, because like you could have like the Hoku or the Hotaru, like if you're doing like the air shurikens, like and stuff to keep the zoning out, like Hotaru can literally run right under them easily to get like a space advantage. So it just really just depends like on the pilot. Yeah, it just depends on the tools and the different options. Exactly, that's my point. So it's to me, it's like, yeah, I give a slight edge to Hoku, but it really just depends on the pilots, and we're gonna see if Jay is gonna show that he has the superior Hoku or Diaz has the superior Hotaru. And a big air throw by Diaz to start.
I'm talking about all this like airspace like dominancy here. Runs up, air throw.
Air throw.
That was amazing. Love it. All right, there we go. That's gonna be a full bread and butter. Gonna bump them all the way to the edge. I mean.
Yep, okay, there you go. That answers that question. Diaz gets the first blood in pretty much I'm here fashion with the 7 golden letters.
Right. Now it's time for Jay to come back, right? So already will tip of the throw, got the bump into the combo. Let's see.
Oh man, there's so many like whiffs on those lights. Going in a little bit on the special move on the hit there, but there comes Jay. Jay was able to get a little bit of confirm to get a little baby combo in. And big whiff throw on the neutral drop, and now here comes Diaz going with the big bread and butter combo, going with the level 1. It won't kill, but we're going to set up for an OP situation. And there it is. Let's go for a fireball and go to the special move right behind it to close it out. Diaz gets that first game. That was pretty quick.
Oh yeah, that was very quick. Let's see what the response is. Okay. Diaz has jumped in, won in that encounter.
Ooh, that drop though, that second wave kick to go in there, and now here comes Jay going in with his bread and butter combo, ending it with an with an EX move. But now here comes Diaz again, and I think is an SPG, so could really just spend the meter here. And does.
Mm-hmm. No, that's what I mean. They're very much just like trading there. I mean, but you know, yeah, with way more damage.
Oh.
Okay.
Just kind of keeping him in the corner. Diaz is trying to keep the pressure on Jay, keeping him on that corner by the crepe cart. And now just, oh, nice little cross up by Diaz to get out of, by Jay to get out of there. And now he is actually going to put up all that pressure. Oh, but misses the super. And now here comes Diaz. This is going to hurt on Jay.
Oh, no. Yeah, that whiff is definitely going to hurt. But is it going to knock him out of SPG? Not quite. So, yeah, using the Rev Blow, Jay was able to take that round. Let's see if this is the turnaround.
Yeah, Jay was mashing heavy punch and kick right as soon as that was going on to get that Rev Blow in and close out that round. Oh, but he is being floated and braked on, and big Rev Blow miss, but it is still safe. But Jay is still stuck in the corner.
At least for the moment, we'll see. Trading some just defense there. Trying to do the cross up, but you know, like I said, we're just getting a lot of pokes right now. Nothing that's fully like. Ooh, there we go. Jay got the confirm first.
Yeah, the low light confirm again by Jay to get there, and now here comes Jay again, trying to keep more in there. Both are in SPG. Now Diaz is in SPG. Oh my God, he's spending everything again. He has 2 levels of meter. Oh, this might be dead. Yes, it is, because he is going into the hidden gear. We're gonna watch a movie. Spends it all, closes it out. Diaz will move on into winner's side of top 8.
You'll need to do more than lick your wounds.
Yeah, I still feel like not the back shot.
Just let me take a look.
No, not the back shots. My kidneys hurt.
There you go. Yeah, no, that was some great Hotaru play. As you said before, it really comes down to the pilots, but Hotaru is just really good at taking, or Diaz's Hotaru, I should say, was really good at taking advantage of Jay being in the air, knocking him out, and converting it into a full combo. It's not just about like getting the hits, but actually like being able to get something really damaging out of it. Right?
And it was just like kind of amazing seeing how both of them were going out there. But you can see Hotaru's damage output is basically one of the biggest tools that she does have against someone like a Hoku Tomorrow, and that air throw, like what Salsa Nabol was pointing out. Like there are a lot of different tools to sort of counteract that. So yeah, agreed. It just comes down to the pilot when it is. I will still give the edge to Hoku Tomorrow just because of those jump arcs can be changed any which way. While like Hotaru can only like back dive kick. Like that's pretty much what really the only altering thing she can do. But you know what, it's fine. But that means we're going into our last top 8 qualifier match between Poetry Chef and Hadouken. So we're going to see a Terry versus a Bijane. I might hear that quote, "I'm mad," tonight. Sorry.
I mean, a Poetry Chef probably at some point. It's just you can't help but love B. Jeanette. Like even if like fighting against her can be kind of frustrating at times.
The next thing you know, it's like a flash in the pan. You got like B. Jeanette just up there on you, and then next thing you know, it's like, wait, 10 seconds have gone by, and all my life is gone. Like round over. And Poetry Chef has like demonstrated that here in Breakout. Like we would just be watching it. Next thing you know, like literally only 30-40 seconds has gone by, and the whole game has been. Like the whole match is done, because that's just how damaging and pressure and kind of oppressive Bijane is when it comes to a really good pilot like Poetry Chef. No shade to you, my friend. No shade to you. It's just I'm saying you really pilot her very well.
No, that's a downright a compliment, honestly. I'm sure Poetry Chef is happy to hear that. But I tend to agree. I play, at least played B. Jeanette in Mark of the Wolves more so than City for whatever reason. I just liked her better there, but she just kind of like similar to maybe a Hotaru. She just has really good light confirms it into combos, and
I think
you can really catch them. Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
But we've already, Hotaru has so much in her toolbox, right?
Yeah.
And a lot going for her. There's not very many weaknesses on that end. I keep wondering if they're going to add any, but then I think that the people in chat would riot, so maybe not.
No, you mean like the Blue Mary crew that wants Blue Mary to come back in City of the Wolves? Yeah, like me. That would be me. When it comes to it. But yes, Jay, she is a very lovely character for more reasons than not. But even her parries, actually, her dodge attack is actually like very like powerful too. So like I'm just kind of interested in seeing that. But like while we're waiting, remember we still have 32 codes left over in the Matcherino. So do ! Matcherino in the chat to bring you straight into the Matcherino link, and that will give us a little bit of the pot to the players if you were just to claim those codes. 32 codes left. But also thank you to SNK Esports for donating $47.75 straight into the pot right away.
Absolutely. We appreciate that SNK is doing their part to support, tournaments and their games. And, it's just really great to see. Very happy.
It's a happy day. Okay. I am never doing karaoke ever again. As we're just sort of waiting up for this next match kind of coming up here, I'm just trying to think like, who are the next characters that are going to be coming out? It's Joe Higashi's next. And Joe Higashi with glasses is weird because Joe Higashi with glasses, he is not nerdy at all. He's actually the typical, I was about to say a really bad word, but this is a family show. So he's a typical jerk, like kind of character when it comes to his attitude. So it's just weird that he has to wear glasses, which makes me feel, are they saying he smart or is he old? So consider it.
You take what I'm saying with a grain of salt because I just read this on a comment, but I think he just wants to look smart, and he's also now Preach's mentor, so there's that sort of thing where he's trying to like fit into the mold of what a mentor should be, right? But I play Joe, and he may well his play style may be annoying. He's really fun, and
I mean, Preach is annoying too when it comes to it when you realize it, but like you can see the influence there. And I'll say this, Joe wearing glasses to look smart is a very Joe thing to do. It's like I'm not surprised if that was like the reason why he would do that, because that's Joe. He's kind of vain because that's what he does. He stands there in Muay Thai shorts and shirtless, and with the huge hair that he has, literally like Static X like thing kind of going. That's a call out for you industrial metal nerds. But like so that would be interesting.
He's fall. Yeah, he's fall. So I know like next month is gonna be next month being like tomorrow.
I was gonna say 2 days from now. Yeah,
2 days from now. The October is gonna be Crimson Viper and Armor King, I believe. Yep. So I feel like Joe has got to be somewhere around there because usually the characters, as somebody who has done fighting game content, right? You realize like, oh my god, every character's releasing at once almost every single time. It's like they're in competition with each other. Weird.
It's weird. Who wants to get the hype more? Who wants to get the more hype and get the DLC to be bought? But you know what? With SNK, you already got the Season 1 DLC when you buy a copy of the game, which I believe is actually on sale right now because Steam sale is going on. I'm not sure if the Tokyo Game Show sales are still going on PSN, but you know what? If you don't have it yet, get a copy. It's usually going to be on sale for a little bit, and it includes all of Season 1 characters. So make sure you get that. So that includes your towards the first one. Now I forgot. I forgot Ken.
Andy?
I know Ken, Andy. And now Joe, who are the next two though? Because they give you 5. Chun-Li, and then
Mr. Big.
Oh, Mr. Big. Oh,
Mr. Big.
Yeah.
The guy, the villain from Art of Fighting.
Yeah. Now I remember.
See,
like,
this is why I'm around, because I'm like the lore fiend who's been into these games forever. So like, you don't know who's coming out. Come on.
Nope. I am the clueless dad. I don't even know like what day of the week it is. I just read a script saying it was Monday today. That's pretty much what it was. But we're sort of just still waiting up on this match for this last top 8 qualifier going in between Poetry Chef and Hadouken. You know, so but like classic Terry Bogard. Like Terry plays. Here's something I would like to ask you, since you played both games. You played both games a little bit. How does Terry Bogard differ between this game and Street Fighter 6?
Well, I mean, Street Fighter 6 just has an entirely different sort of tempo to it. So I think, like, you know, obviously his routes are going to be very different. And, you know, also like in Fatal Fury, like Rock does have a certain amount of Terry's moves now. So, you know, there are moves that Terry in Street Fighter 6, like Rising Tackle, I believe, comes to mind immediately, where he does that in 6, but I think Rock does that here. So,
and now here comes our match, our final match in pools in the winner's side. That is, yeah, okay, no comment. That is B. Jeanette. I can't comment any more on that unless I want to get like I don't want to get BES banned. So as we're going through this, nice little jump around. Here comes Poetry Chef, trying to jump around, go in, but nice little zoning out by Hadouken.
Oh no, for sure, Hadouken's doing a pretty good job of keeping Poetry Chef. Getting into that was an amazing cross-up. Jeanette's really good at. Gonna get the full combo up to the corner.
Ooh. Oh man, a big counter hit there by Poetry Chef in the end there, and keeping Hadouken in the corner, and gets the confirm on the counter, and that should be dead with that little bread and butter combo. Poetry Chef gets first blood.
Round 2. Get ready. Fight.
And let's go. Okay. Okay, there we go. Poetry Chef. Now jumping. Light confirmed to the combo. There we go. And kiss.
Oh, big counter again. I believe he's catching Hadouken mashing after that block, and gets those, like, pretty much those big counter hits. And Poetry Chef is just going in more. A little wild punish by Hadouken, but that little move there was blocked, and Poetry Chef was able to hit him in the back and get that first game.
Nothing's more dangerous than a block DP.
Yep. Thank you. I was like, well, it was a DP, right? Like I couldn't even say the letters.
It felt like you were dancing around it, so I figured I'd just put that in. Nice stagger there from Hadouken.
Oh, big standing light confirm by Poetry Chef. Poetry Chef is now going in, but a big light kick. I think that was actually heavy kick confirmed by Hadouken, but no full combo. And now here comes Poetry Chef with the jump in, and now going in with the combo. Does have meter yet? No,
so
not enough.
Gonna knock Hadouken out of SPG as well. So, whew. Here we go. Run up and throw. Tried to like confirm, did not manage to get into anything, but
bare knuckle kind of had to get punished there, and it does probably get punished with the big combo by Poetry Chef to close out that round. And now he is on set point.
Well, Poetry Chef is killing this right now.
Oh my god.
That's a very, very great punish there, Poetry Chef. Is waiting their turn. Get those lefts in. And then you're like, I'm in danger.
danger. All right, there you go. Hadoken was able to stop mashing after a blocked Rev blow. So Realize was at a little bit of a disadvantage there. And now here comes Poetry Chef again, trying to go in. But now we're getting close to almost F-Live up. Nope, there was the parry. And oh no, big confirmed by Poetry Chef. This might do it with the level 1 confirm. And there it is. Level 1 confirm closes it out for Poetry Chef. And he will move on into the final spot of winner's side, top 8.
And selfie.
Look at the mess you've made of my favorite test. Oh, you've gone and done it now.
I feel like the guy all the way on the right with the bandana, like just sitting there with my tummy like out like that, like a Buddha. Because I have the perfect dad bod for that. But anyway, as we're going in, wow, that was
very quick.
That was very quick right there. And my God, now we're basically in top 8, at least on winner's side. It has all been said and done. I am checking the brackets right now to make sure the lower side of the bracket has been set. It has not been set yet on the top 8 side. The only person that is confirmed to be on loser side of top 8 will be Jay. So he is representing the lone representative now for BES. But while right now we also have Scientific, KOF, and Diaz over in the first match for winner semifinal in top 8, and Mr. Bobwande and Poetry Chef will go on in the other side of the winner semifinal. So we're going to see how those kind of go out right that. But as you can see, at least those 5 people, like Jay's actually pretty good too. They're all pretty good players. I don't know who I'll have my money on. I think I'll just root for Poetry Chef if I had to root for someone, just because I like the B Janae pick.
About to say you're rooting for B Janae at that point. And I'll point to Scientific Cough. Just the kind, you know, he's been sticking with kind since basically the beginning of the game. And so aggressive with them. I'm really looking forward to seeing the Hotaru, you know, because we've seen Diaz, like, absolute monster of a Hotaru, right?
Yep.
So I feel like that'll be really good also.
No, definitely. And what I'm noticing right now is like each one of those is a different character. So we're getting at least 5 different characters, or at least 5 different mains supposedly coming right now with Scientific, KOF, Diaz, and the other ones in there as well, Bombonde, Poetry Chef. They all pilot different characters, and even Jay. So it's like he's the Hokudomaru. I forgot. Now I just really forgot. Like, Scientific had the Cayenne, and Diaz had the actually that's the other. Yeah, that's the Hotaru. So it's gonna be kind of just. It's kind of nice. We're getting what we want with character variety. Is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, no, it's just I've been commentating here since basically the game came out, and there was a time when it was all Hokutomaru and Billy, right? And it's really lovely to see that, you know, the game has balanced itself to the point, or maybe people just got sick of Billy and Hokutomaru as well, and have branched out enough that we are getting a lot of different characters. Like, I mean, some nights, you know, we get Marco, or Kevin, or, you know. I mean, yeah, we did see T-Zoc earlier as well, so it's just lovely to see that.
No, it's very lovely to see that, but I will say this, like the ones that we haven't seen, or I haven't seen a lot of, would be like your Andes. Ever since like he came out, maybe that like week 1, week 2 of he came out, that was it. Like I haven't seen too much of Andes because people are instead just using Hokudomaru instead. Just because it seems to be a better version. Not that much love for Salvatore Ganacci.
We've seen him a little bit.
We've seen him a little bit, but not as much. So shout outs to Non-Factor. I don't know if he's in chat, but like, I will ride my hat high on that one. But what we have seen, but we haven't seen that much tonight, but what we have seen though is like your Voxes, your Kevin Rions. We're seeing those, but we did see tonight Kim Dong Hwan as well. Marco has sort of dropped a little bit though for me on there. And you know who I haven't seen at all since he's came out?
Ken?
Yeah, I guess because like she took the kids, but I always have to say that line every time. No, but like I haven't seen Ken being used at all, at least in brackets, or at least in brackets that I've been working here in Breakout. So, which I find kind of interesting. I don't know the meta on that. I haven't labbed them, so I couldn't give you an opinion on it. I just think it's cool that there's a Street Fighter character that only needs to use 4 buttons. It feels like it's Marvel.
I mean, or SVC Chaos, or whatever. There are a few instances in the past where, they've had fewer buttons, but no, I think it'll also be interesting when they add Chun-Li to see, which of her moves and how they wind up like representing her in this game. I'm looking forward to that, just as a longtime Chun-Li fan. But, I've heard like mixed reviews on Ken. And, while we have a minute, we're just talking about things. I will say this is the one game where I feel like a DLC character comes out and it isn't suddenly like all over brackets. They're not overpowered the way we've had like other games where a DLC character comes out and suddenly like, they're dominating everything. That's what they're doing now.
I know that's going to happen with Armor King. Like right away, being my main game being Tekken, but like this is my passion game, or at least my passion company. Like I grew up with SNK on the 2D side. So, but anyway, we're going right into it right now with Scientific KOF and Diaz in the winner semifinal of Top 8 for Breakout Series number 19. As Diaz was trying to get out of the corner, but gets caught by a big whiff throw by Scientific. No real full punish on there, but nice cross up to get the space pressure onto Scientific, but we're back into neutral.
Yeah, no, for sure. Nobody's just knocks his I always forget she can knock their projectiles back. That was really, really cool to manage to he has managed to get that off, and seeing like the
oh my god,
competing DPs there.
Wake up DP. Whoa, a crouching light to close and get the counter hit right there. It goes into a level 1 super to get the damage, and now Scientific is in a little bit of a trouble. Oh, whoa. This super did not confirm because of the fireball, but still Scientific can still get the upper hand here and trying to close it out under the pressure, but no, Diaz was still able to confirm and get that first round. Ooh, what a scramble. Another good scramble there.
The crouching light, very dangerous. Diaz did not need very many more hits left to get it, so. There we go. Little light kick.
Little DP action right there. Going in. Tried to do... Go ahead.
Scientific is getting a decent amount of like hits, but just not like really converting it into anything. So it's more like, a lot of poking going on.
It's like trying to do the death by 1,000 cuts, but only getting like 800 cuts instead of like in there. And right now you're seeing Diaz getting the confirms, and all of a sudden we're at a big life lead for Diaz, and as soon as I say that, he gets pummeled and gets out of SPG.
No. Scientific managed to, like I said, converted that into a combo, so was able to take that one, but we're tied now 1-1.
Hi, Free to Kill. How's it going? Oh, jeez, and now Diaz gets caught on with the close heavy punch, and now going in. Oh my god, that was a lot of damage. And getting hit with so many projectiles. Diaz is in the corner trying to find a way out as he's holding on the rev guard, and it was all for naught as Scientific KOF gets that round. I thought it was a perfect, but it was not, but still, that doesn't matter. He gets that first game.
Still one. All right. Like I said, this is exactly what I thought this was going to be between these two people. Gotta love it. There we go. Nice DP counter. And see, it's doing it right back. Oh, yes.
All this breaking into the combos right now, just extended by Scientific KOF. Just catching Diaz off his marks right now, as Diaz is holding on for dear life with that rev guard in the corner, but now gets the pressure using the run, breaks the combo again to go extend it, and pretty much bring it all the way wall to wall carry.
Yeah, I was gonna say we're going all the way to the other side. But see, it's you know, got the reversal, but Diaz.
Ooh.
Run up, throw.
Run up, throw, and there was actually a really good interaction there by Diaz to get that big combo to get it to that last final interaction. And now Diaz is a little bit of an advantage. It has a little bit of a momentum as he goes into a big little combo that ends in a super, and now putting Scientific Chaos into the corner and gets another confirm.
And the lights are so fast. Definitely got him trapped right now.
You think it's over?
Not quite enough. Ooh, neutral jump. Okay.
Take the neutral jump and the boot to the face.
Yep, absolutely.
I've been thinking.
I've been thinking nothing.
Nothing. Right. Just start. Press start. Get out of that. Like, try to go in. Oh, whoa. Big confirmed by Diaz right at round start, but nice throw tech for KO Scientific to get out of there, to stop the throw, and now places the mines, and the mines were caught by Diaz, but Diaz is still able to get the cross up, and now starts off a little bit with another bread and butter combo.
I don't know. Scientific Golf tried to jump in, but just not working. Got the flash kick. There we go. Nice JDs, kind of.
Oh.
Let's say converting the defense into a combo, which is good. Oh.
Basically one interaction left, but let's throw fireballs as we're jumping away. That's Lobs' favorite move. It's not she talks about it all the time. With some salt.
It's a good move, that's all.
Not when you get caught with it.
Pick up DP there, but once again, Scientific really good at jumping over the projectiles in order to catch the whiff.
Ooh. And now here comes Scientific KOF. He's trying to close it out with Diaz in the corner, but now here comes Diaz coming back. Diaz is able to get a big bread and butter combo, spend the one level of meter in there, bringing Scientific down to 1/2 life, and now we're going in there. Scientific KOF gets counter hit, but big confirmed by Scientific, and that will close it out. And Scientific will move on and punch his ticket into a winner's final.
Well, that went so fast.
Don't ever lose your new spirit.
In my mind, we still had one more, and it's like, no, Lobsy, it just went that fast.
Yeah, it just went
you
that
lost
fast.
The plot.
It's okay, we lost the plot. As you can see, that mindset is a little, like, it can get a little jarring at times, but you can even see with how Scientific has just been going in and just keeping up with that pressure, getting those confirms. Just, like, I don't even know when to press. I'm afraid to press when I see that pressure.
No, for sure. And I think also just a lot of it is the speed. Like, we've talked about Kaim before, how he really is like a monster, both up close and far away. And, in this case, Scientific has really just knows exactly when to jump. I mean, there were moments where they jumped in and it didn't work out for them, but also, like, I've seen a lot of jump ins and taking advantage of, projectiles and other moments.
I just like how he was designed to be. Well, granted, I know he's a boss character from Mark of the Wolves, but
yes.
Like, he's basically designed to be a zoner, but then the meta is like, no, you don't play him. You play him as, like, straight up close, almost rushdowny, like, if not rushdown, definitely like up close striker with projectiles, and it gets crazy, especially with those mine setups. Like, you just throw those two mines, and they're coming in and going in with a mix up, like a setup for a mix up, like, right away. It's almost a way to, it's just. That is the meta. Like, and that's why a lot of people are playing him, and that's why we see him in our monthly top 8s right there. We do have one more winner semifinal match to go before we do take a break. And that will be Mr. Bobande and Poetry Chef. I believe these guys have played each other before. I just don't know which one of these breakouts, but a Rock versus a BJNA is always a treat.
Oh, no, absolutely. And I'm pretty sure when Mr. Bobande first started coming around, they played BJNet as well. Maybe I'm misremembering. But you know, if that is the case, and I'm not remembering wrong, like there's also like a really great knowledge there of BJNet, and you know, all that is used to your own advantage, right?
Yeah, and I'm trying to remember, was it Bobande? Like I believe it was him last week, but it was a Rock mirror for the first game in grand finals, and then I believe it was Bobande that switched to BJNet and proceeded to win the next 6 straight games with BJNet against Rock Iron. I believe it was Rondon that was on there. So it was crazy on that, and that could be the anti-play, because there have been rumblings about like how Rock has a few moves that are a little overpowered, and I'm not saying that BJNA is overpowered, but there are ways around it with BJNA with some of her toolkit, and this could kind of even up the matchup here. So right now we are getting Mr. Bobande and Poetry Chef, pretty much a BES classic here, going at it here to see if they can punch their ticket into winner's final.
Absolutely. So we've seen this before. Poetry Chef getting that first confirm there. Oh, rising tackle. Absolutely. Mr. Bobande tried to cross up, did not convert it to anything but.
I love that throw. But as we got BJNA kind of going in there right now, Poetry Chef is trying to get that confirmed. Gets a little bit of confirmed, but did not believe in fully into the combo. Big punish when you get a missed DP like that. Poetry Chef was able to capitalize fully on that to close out that round.
Round 2.
Yep.
Get ready.
Absolutely. It was a valiant DP attempt, but you know, Poetry Chef was just not close enough for it to work out. Just keeps trying to get in there with the crouching lights. And
I just love that interaction. They both ran up to each other and then they both ducked and stared for like it wasn't just they just stared. They both ducked and stared. They stared for that split second. Just like, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? As we're going in, but Poetry Chef is at a life disadvantage right now, Lobs.
Oh no, for sure. Mr. Bobande is going to have to lose multiple interactions in order for this to go the other way, but we'll see. In this game, you just never know. Right now, we're doing the zoning thing, right? Just, you know, if the BJNet doesn't get near you, they can't hurt you, right?
They can't hurt you, and a cross-up will hurt you there, as Poetry Chef catches the cross-up hit and gives Bobande the round. So we're tied up in rounds here in this first game, and nice little confirmed by Poetry Chef. Now going into a bread and butter combo. Maybe he was saving for a meter, because now he has 2 levels of butter. Now one butter stick left, as he spent it on the level 1 there.
Oh no, once again, Mr. Bobande is trying to like do the run up, and you know, Poetry Chef just keeps catching him with faster, you know, light burns.
Oh. The kiss at the end. The kiss at the end after you're dead, but the kiss that's like, I know it's part of the animation, but that would make me I would get a little bit be like, oh. But then again, it's BJNet. I wouldn't mind getting a kiss from her. It's fine.
I have to say, what are you talking about? I don't even believe you. Anyway, Mr. Bobande saw that perfect and went, well.
You don't have to call me out like that. God. Jeez. No, it's okay. It's all good. As we're going in, oh my God, Poetry Chef is getting out of that corner. He is at a huge life deficit, but was still able to get that combo to land right at the end. But still has a pretty tall hill to climb, though, if he wants to get this round off of Bobande.
No, but we're going to see some Zoner Rock again. That's like my Akuma strategy right there. If I keep him at bay with the diagonal fireballs, you know.
Let's give him a bay with the fireballs and then jump in with the heavy kick and close it out when they do the jump back, as Mr. Bonde did.
You know, you don't always win out on the air-to-air.
Nope. Oh, gets caught with the big fireball in the air right there in the high one. And another one gets caught by Poetry Chef, and now here comes Robonte going in full combo greatness in there. And we'll watch a movie. He had 2 sticks of butter. And now he is out of overheat as well. All that for half-life down for Poetry Chef.
No, that's a great way to get rid of your overheat, as you said, but there we go, using those quick buttons. 21 hits and throw.
The slap throw. It's just like, you know what? Slap and kick you in the butt. Like, as we're going, oh wow, Poetry Chef's able to close it out. He's gonna close it out right here with the kiss.
Yeah, it seemed like that was just enough hits.
Yep.
Beautiful. Just beautiful.
Definitely. It was really good patience, Jay, on that right there. And that combo was just optimized just to get all of that damage to eke out that round. Now we're going to a survival point for Bobonde, but set point for Poetry Chef.
Yeah, Bobonde's trying to get the mix up. Drop the block, 1 second. Second too early. Jeez.
Oh.
Yeah, try to cross up, but Poetry Chef was ready for that as well.
Ooh. More fireballs in the air. Just really now trying to see who can do what. Not as much like rush down offense by either side. We're just sort of waiting it out, seeing what's going to happen here. The just defends on the fireballs by Poetry Chef. That one was not, but that one is. As Bobonde keeps trying to go in with a low light, and Poetry Chef is just jumping over it.
Sorry, I love just the runaway rock. Like, up, switching corners, and we're out.
Oh.
There we go. Using that rev blow to switch it up. Take your turn back.
Is this dead? No, I don't think so.
I don't think it's dead.
No, it's not.
No. See, even Rock's like, we're not done yet. It's okay.
Okay,
that
but now we are.
will do it.
But now we are. As Poetry Chef gets that second game and closes out that round, and we'll move on into the winner's final, and we'll face Scientific KOF.
Yeah. Poetry Chef's playing really well tonight. You gotta love to see it.
Yeah, no, definitely gotta love to see all of that right there. As we're gonna see some of the replay right now, both characters were really, I wouldn't say had control, but that was a big miss DP, and that was definitely Poetry Chef at the level that he's at. That is something that will be capitalized on. But you can just see Poetry Chef was just keeping up with the pressure. But Bonde also kept Poetry Chef, made it hard for Poetry Chef to even convert some of the stuff, as you can see here.
Oh no, for sure. I guess it just very optimized combos. Great use of the corner.
Yeah. Speaking of optimized, that last one that we just saw there, that was super optimized when it came to the combos, because that last hit was the one that closed it out on that round and gave the momentum to Poetry Chef to close out the game and set. As we're kind of coming into this part of the top 8. So winner's final has been set. So that means we're going to be moving on to the loser's side soon. But that means Sirloin and Jay are going to be coming up next on the next match, with Akeem the Dream and Hadouken coming up in the other losers round 1 of top 8. I know like you're not going to be here with me tonight on top 8 Lobs, but like who are you looking forward to like seeing? Who do you think was going to come out of the loser side of the bracket? Who do you have your money on?
Let me see. I think it's really tough between Diaz or Bobonde. I'll say Mr. Bobonde, but
okay.
You know, I really want to see Sirloin make it farther though. If we're talking like just like the dream continue. I want to see Dongwon keep going.
You want to see Damwon keep going and everything. Hey, I mean, that could happen too, and it is a different type of character. But with that being said, I believe this is you're going to be subbed in. You're going to be coming in with that. So with that being said, I will say this. Lobs, where can we find you? What do you do and everything like that besides, work for MTS?
well, other than Mid-Tier Summit, I stream here on Twitch just under Lobrilla. I'm on Blue Sky under Lobrilla, and I would really like to go back to YouTube at some point where I have the Iron Lobby. So yeah, you can find me in any of those places. I play arcade classics, beat 'em ups, and fighting games, both retro and modern. I probably am a lot more retro than modern, because I believe that the games never become bad. If they're good games, they're good games forever, right?
Yeah, I mean, SNK has a lot of classics when it comes to the retro side. I mean, we played Mark of the Wolves out of the wazoo just for funsies at that time. But if you're not following Lobrilla, please do. You are not, you're missing out on a lot of stuff that she does over there. She is a grand old time on stream and all that fun jazz. And also, she's a really good friend of mine. So I'm always going to, be very supportive, because she's always been supportive of us. And she's just a genuinely nice person. But with that being said, we will be taking a break, and I will be on with Kuamoko, and we will finish out the top 8 for tonight, or Breakout City of the Wolves week number 19. So we'll see you on the other side in a few minutes.
Bye.
to take it, I'm getting it back. And if they hit me, they gotta get taxed. I'm making hit after hit after hit, and I promise you, boy, every one of them slap. Hop on a verse and I body it quick. They never work, and it's why we don't mix. I don't got time for the fake, and I swear that I'll always stay real, something they never did. Oh, they saying that I'm up next. I told them that I'm up now. Promise I came for the next. I'm needing honeys on honeys, cause that's what I'm worth. Show me the finish, I'm getting it first. Show me the best, and that's me and my worst. I need that money, I'm getting it now. I'm at the top, but I started way down. I told them hundreds of times that I'm really done waiting. I swear that I came for the crown. You should go and hit it right over. I was in a 4, leveled up to the Rover. Feeling like Blake, I'ma put him on a poster. I don't really play when it come to my checks. I've been in the gym, so you know I gotta flex. If I shoot a shot, then it's gonna be a wet dog. I'm coming for these meals, I ain't taking no less. Yeah, I ain't really taking no less. Now they tryna send me that text. I ain't hit them back, they stress. I'm needing honeys on honeys, cause that's what I'm worth. Show me the finish, I'm getting it first. Show me the best, and that's me and my worst. I need that money, I'm getting it now. I'm at the top, but I started way down. I told them hundreds of times that I'm really done waiting. I swear that I came for the crown.
Okay. I'm a trendsetter. Ay, I'm a trendsetter. I'm a trendsetter. Okay. Let go. Hey, okay, I know I'm here to stay. Counting on my wins, so I can't play it safe. Trying to go against that.
What's going on, y'all? Breakout City. Hopefully, y'all are doing well. It is I, once again, Cool Moco, representing the Breakout hat this time. Shout out to Lee Frog for that. And I am joined here by the wonderful Tomadoc. And, he's usually the smiles and good rhymes and good vibes thing. Well, guess what, man? I'm bringing that always, as per usual. See, even Tomadoc is smiling over there, of course, man. You got to have some smiles on him. Do you smile whenever you play your little guitar in the back, too?
Yeah, it's more like that wry smile where it's just like, yeah, I'm gonna try to get this damn scale again, and then nope, it doesn't happen. But no, it's always nice. I'm actually kind of a happy New Yorker, which is not usually a thing. But okay. I always have a smile on my face when I'm out here on Breakout, and always have a fun time. But as you can see, we have the top 8 right there bracket going in there. As you see, Mr. Bob Bonde and Diaz unfortunately, we're sent down to losers by Sientikov and Poetry Chef, but that doesn't mean they're out. They're just in losers quarterfinals, so they can get their run back later on. But we first have Sirloin and Jay, and Akeem the Dream and Hadokid. Who do you got in this bracket, Kuo?
Oh, man. Names... Off of the names alone, I mean, where do we really even begin, right? Akeem the Dream, Hadokid. I feel like Hadokid is a name I gotta look out for. You that's a Street Fighter name if I ever seen one. I'm afraid of Street Fighter players because they be knowing some stuff that you don't see every day. They get on a different game and somehow they turn into a whole different beast. You know what I'm saying? But Jay and Sirloin, though, I'm curious about that match. It'll be my first time watching Jay play State of Will, so I'm interested to see what they've been learning so far. A very good Hoku. Like I will say, like he does have He does have a good sense of that and a decent pilot of it, and he made it to top 8 right now tonight. So that means he's doing something. He's doing right. Good. Yeah. I just like the name Akeem the Dream because it makes me really think of Hakeem Olajuwon from the Houston Rockets. So every time I'm seeing that, I'm imagining some sort of big center type of play in this game, crouched in front of a computer monitor. Right. It's funny you say that too, because I was just looking through the official yearbook that I got when I went to the Toyota Center, and I saw that name and I was like, look where I was reading. It feels like, damn, this dude's kind of nice with it. I can't hate him.
Yeah,
I gotta love him.
He was the reason why he got 2 NBA titles back in the 90s. I still remember one of them because I'm a Knicks fan, and that was one of the ones that the Knicks that happened. I was a kid. A bit bitter. Yeah, still a little bit bitter, and I was still bitter because that was during the OJ chase too.
Dang.
Yeah, the OJ chase happened during that. Yeah, okay, weird lore. As we get a Joker Kim Dong-won.
You know what? It's okay. Sometimes we gotta have a little bit of weird lore before you start off. You know, ease the tension of the room. Which you got the Joker color here, and I think you got Golden Sun Isaac on the other side, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
But chat will correct us, of course, if we're wrong. Anywho, let's get started with the match right now.
And I'm all about like easing the tension. I like building up the tension during the game, but prior to the game, I'm usually like very much trying to ease the tension. But we like building moments in the game, and as we're building in moments, oh my god, it's just jumping around everywhere. But that's what you're gonna expect with a Kim Dong-hwan and a Hokunomaru.
Yeah, with Hokunomaru, of course, you're constantly moving around the screen, and Jay right now being a little bit I would say passive, actually, is a good way to describe it. Just playing it slow and letting Sirloin make the mistakes themselves and just capitalizing on them. And I gotta say, Jay is actually doing a very good job right now. He's playing a pretty quick, solid game with Hokunomaru. Another quick confirm right there. Actually, they try to bait out an option, but dive kick, one of Dong Hwang's pretty useful tools, I would say, because if you got a dive kick and you're not winning, bro. You're not playing.
I'd say that's probably one of the best dive kicks because it's not just like one kick. It's actually like a chain of kicks. Yeah, it's multiple kicks going in. It's almost like a Tatsu dive kick. And now you see that there's that big... Oh, it was a miss. It was a miss right there. Some big block. Let's see, Jason.
The shuriken. No, the chip damage does the job for Sirloin. David Sirloin.
Get ready.
I want a steak. Medium rare.
Steak don't sound too bad right now. Yeah, just make sure you put the A1 steak sauce on it. By the way, nice grab in the air from Jay. This is confirmed with the level 1 super. Is going to close that gap and put us in the corner here, which you want to make sure you're in the corner. But as a fighting player, you also hate the corner. So let's see how Sirloin can get out, because right now Jay is taken by a storm here with a beautiful counter hit situation for 5. So he baits out the DP, and that should be it for our good friend Sirloin.
Get 7 golden letters out of it too. Perfect round right there, and then he will get that. We'll go to a final round here into game 1. We'll see how it kind of closes it out. And to Pied Piplup in there, yeah. Every time we try to figure out like what the costumes are, it's like an ink blot. It's like what's your background, and then that's how you kind of figure it out. Because she thought that Hokunomaru was Wolverine.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wolverine. You know what? I can kind of see it. I
can see that too. But speaking of Wolverine and going in there and just going super aggressive, look at Jay just going in with the level 1 confirm as he's going in. Now goes in with the teleport as he's kind of keep up with him on air shuriken to keep him at bay. And here comes Sirloin's still in defense, but big dive kick to keep it up.
Okay, jumps up twice in a row, catches them with an aerial button, and now for full combo here on the ground, gonna spend the meter. Dong Hwan talking to the boys, sassing with the boom kicks. Lightning fast. Here we go. Oh, that is such a sick art, but it does not do the job.
Oh,
Jay is
what?
still alive,
That wasn't dead?
The rev low.
I wasn't dead. I already put the controller down. I'm not playing, but I already put the controller down by that point. I was like, oh, okay, all right. I'm reset for the next round. I'm wondering if that happened to Jay there.
Yeah, Jay definitely felt that way either. But hey, you're not dead until KO pops up on that screen. So always hold the controller down, because we would have seen death if we got the KO right there. Either way, it still works out for Sirloin. They got the game.
Definitely.
Yep, chasing down Dong Hwan right now, who's playing the runaway game, but kind of letting Jay trying to make those same mistakes, remnants of how Jay was playing earlier on in the set, first rounds.
Gets the rev guard to stop on the teleport throw, and now, but nice throw by Jay to get to keep more of that space pressure on the Sirloin. Wow, what a cross up there to catch him on the rev blow.
It's taken a little bit of time for Jay to do it, but I mean, they're doing a pretty good job at it so far. I mean, the health lead is very much, a story in itself. Small cross up right there from Jay to get a quick confirm, and then gets the dub just like that. And I gotta say, Jay is doing pretty good. Again, I can't deny this man his play. I mean, for someone as simple as that, this dude would get far in Street Fighter. That's all I'm trying to say. And for me to say that is like, not everyone can do that super easy.
Yeah, 2D is his thing, and Jay is trying to keep it up and trying to keep up the momentum to extend this match to a 3rd game as he's going in, but the big cross-up by Sirloin. Now Sirloin's going into the big bread and butter combo. This is very damaging, though. We're already down to half life on Jay, but Jay gets a back throw to get the space pressure.
Yeah, it's not going to stop Jay, though. I mean, Jay is playing Hokunomaru. Again, character with a lot of mobility and a lot of agileness in that character. However, Sirloin managing to find the hit, gets a full confirm here, going to spend the meter level 2. And now we're seeing another round in the name of Sirloin. You gotta admit, Sirloin, despite seeming like it's not going their way, they are able to maneuver around Jay. And with the likes of their SPG games being an anchor point, it's so, I guess, you get to play a little bit more wildly towards the end and make a lot of crazy, risky decisions, which again are working out for Sirloin, but unfortunately not working out for Sirloin with getting caught by the super. However,
wake up
they're able to
super.
block the teleport mix on time.
Yeah, but you also got to also remember too that Kim Dong-won has above average damage output here. So it's just like, he's almost like just like one step or two below a Kevin Rion when it comes to like a two-touch Charlie. Like, but as we're going in there, Jay was just going in with some of the air shenanigans, gets the shuriken at the end, and gets that round. And now we are tied up in games. We're going to a final game here, Kumo.
Yeah, we are definitely already in the lose top 8, and if you are Spark10 in the chat right now, yep, Sirloin is showing his dong all beef, but it's not ready for the butt that is beefed up into the max. Although there are no cushioning butts on the screen, we do have a swaggy combo. Swaggy enough to make it go, that's a lot of damage, and only for Jay here to get a quick setup here, jumps up twice in a row, trying to bait out a reaction from Sirloin, who doesn't bite. But now we're so locked in his corner to Sirloin's demise, able to escape, but a quick confirm is going to fight back.
Go on, fight back here as he's going in now. Nice little run underneath by Sirloin. Now we're just kind of going back and forth. It's kind of like an air neutral footsies kind of game right now. Big shuriken though, and follow up with the dash and the fireball. And now Sirloin has a lot of life to sort of kind of come back. This is going to be too much for Sirloin for this round, possibly.
Rev Blow beaten out by the likes of Teleport J was just able to prolong that airtime long enough for the Rev Blow to avoid. Because again, it's not like the Rev Blow hits like in the air all the time, right? I feel like certain Rev Blows do hit in the air and sometimes they don't.
It's almost like bit. Yeah, there's some different properties for each of them there, but like Jay's gonna try to close this out, and if he does, it would be a remarkable comeback a little bit when he was already down, and it looked like Sirloin had control here. But I don't want to get too far ahead of myself as Sirloin gets to spend that level 1 right there. But we're about just a little bit of a life lead for Sirloin right now at this point.
He's going to spend that meter fighting back because they realize that they are in overheat, and without the likes of, having your hidden gate or hidden red to reset that, it's going to be really risky and tough to fight back. But Sirloin proving me wrong here by just dominating over Jay right now.
Final round, folks, in this losers round 1, and now we're gonna see who's gonna take that bat. Big dive kick miss, and by Jay is going to just go forward and just go with a big bread and butter combo here. Is he just gonna spend it? No, he's not. He's gonna save the meter.
It was a right call to just save your meter right there, because he's looking at that red meter and it was revving up to almost about 100%, which is a good thing. Nice overhead from Jay, who gets to throw right after, and Jay digging deep to get this victory right now, making Sirloin block for the masses and gets the level 1 super on top of that, checking my mans. Very good job for Jay here, gonna move further into the bracket tonight.
Man, he will. Well, Wolverine takes it. According to Piplup, it's Wolverine.
It's Wolverine.
That goes it.
I don't know. I swear to God, I don't see the Wolverine in that character.
I mean,
I see Isaac.
I mean, that's fair. Like, that's fair. It was I just thought it was kind of funny. But like I said, I saw that as Joker. Personally, when it comes to Kim Dong-won. But you can see they were both doing pretty well there. It's just that, some unfortunate misses. Honestly, it went to a final round anyway. It could have been either one's game. It just depended on who would win more interactions at that point. At this point, you can see that it was Jay's night.
Yeah, it was definitely Jay's night for sure. And the way they were playing, you wouldn't realize that they've gotten, they've come a long way. But Jay making it very clear that, hey, sometimes you see me in this game, but trust me, I got a character in another game. That's called Hokutomaru in City of the Wolves. Not to mention, you're right about the small near misses that came out of, mostly I want to say out of Sirloin. Whenever Sirloin did get a hit, it was like you landed the hit, but it wasn't enough to seal the deal for you. Not to mention any straight hits, it wasn't a full confirm. Whenever they did get a full confirm, it hurt, right?
Yeah.
But same case in point, it wasn't getting him the victories all the time. At least on the bright side, though. On the bright side, you did get one game, and I cannot deny my man's that for sure.
You got one game. You brought it to a final round, Sirloin. So, congratulations on getting 7th place tonight. But it's one of those where it could have gone either way. Like I said earlier, and the fact is that Jay was saying his combos hit hard. I'm like, dude, the combos, he has pretty big damage. not Kevin Rion damage, because that's like out there. That's like seeing like a Mariza or like a Zangief, like you know, like that type of stuff. But he's just like one step below that. So it doesn't matter if like
doesn't matter
you know,
what character bring up,
what character comes out, like just as long as he finds an opening, it's good. But like you said, there were like some near misses in there that just worked, like that round start at final round, that big dash for Jay running under the dive kick. I don't know if that was a read or if that was just like two people wanting to do their own game plans. It was just ended up being fortunate for Jay. Actually, you know what, Jay, I'm gonna support you on that one. That was a good read. That was just a good read. I'll say that.
I mean, again, we're the dudes behind the camera. We're on the commentary mic, so we don't know what's going through y'all's heads. But if it looks like a read to us, I mean, hey, I'm gonna say it's a read. And speaking of Marisa, the red hair, not too sure what this custom's supposed to be.
I don't know what that is, but I love Marisa. I'm not a Marisa main, but I love Marisa. Kind of does look like Marisa, to be honest with you.
It does, but I'm also appreciating Akeem the Dream here. You were talking about this name earlier. I'm liking that outfit from Akeem. But both players are playing Terry Bogard on our screen. Terrence Bogard dead.
Yeah, both
sort of like
very the true Shotos, not Marco. Marco has Shoto moves, but is not a Shoto.
Marco's not a Shoto. Marco's not a Shoto. This is the Shoto right? With a Rekka 2, no less.
Oh man,
just
look
straight
at
up faint cancel.
Just straight up fainting. Like, I'm gonna throw this replicate. Nope, I'm not. No, I'm not. No, I'm not.
Exactly.
I'm not touching you. I'm not touching you. And as we're going in, my God, Hakeem the Dream is just going in, pressing the buttons, keeping up with that pressure, baiting something out for Hadouken to press into the plus frames, and it worked out for Hakeem the Dream. Hakeem the Dream gets that first blood.
I would say Akeem was doing pretty excellent so far. Hado couldn't find an answer. Again, in the mirror match, you're not only think about what is the other character going to do that you're fighting against, aka Terry. You're playing the same character, for God's sakes. It's tough. It's very tough. And Hadouken showcasing that how it's not tough at the moment there, but with a wake-up DP, able to fight back. Akeem right now on offense gets caught by the wild punish far D, but nice JDs. Just defense and specifically the fight back. And you gotta think, if you're Hadouken with this life lead right now, what do you need to do to maintain this life lead and not let go of it? Is it just by backing away, throwing out buttons, or is it being like Akeem the Dream and getting that offense, getting beaten out by Revlo? Good defense from Hado.
Yeah, I know. I was gonna say good defense there by Hadouken, and like, but here comes Akeem the Dream trying to go in, and it really just depends on who your opponent is and what you try to do, because right now when you're playing defense like that, you could get a little nervous, even with that like 1 pixel left that's getting that last hit. And sometimes when someone just sees that, they smell blood, someone like Akeem the Dream, and just goes all out. And that worked out for Akeem the Dream there, as he gets 1 game over Hadouken. And now we're going to go into this second game here.
Alright, nice far deep from Hadouken. Is going to spend the meter right now, trying to close that distance, and, you know, trying to abuse those plus frames like I said earlier. I'm seeing a lot of stand D coming out of Akeem the Dream, and it's actually making a lot of headway for him and his pressure offense sequences, right? But right now, in the corner here, fighting out if it is Akeem the Dream, Hadouken, as soon as I was just about to talk about it too, getting opened up with the likes of a 2B, and the Revlo beating out whatever Akeem was just about to do. And that's not good for Hadouken here. It's going to be overheat at the moment, so you got to take some time, slowly whittle yourself down.
Yeah, and then Hadouken's like being an overheat, now is out of SPG, and now we're just going to wait for it. Oh, I thought he was able to jump out of that super, but no, it was not. Akeem the Dream gets... Of all things, it's the crouching light punch that will take it, or the 2A that will just be like, let's just do crouching light punch.
It's just one of those situations where if you're using like a quick special move that's relatively safe on block, checking with a quick button such as 2A or crouching light punch, whichever tips you fancy, is very vital. Speaking of vital, that combo was super vital for Akeem the Dream, by the way. Has the standy right after to keep the pressure, but able to Revlo through with the power push. You know, it's just what you can do with Terry. And speaking of Revlo, we Revlo back in response. Hadouken trying to make sure that Satsui no Hado is in essence with a throw to continue the offense. Goes for the overhead and is still making the team blocking for their dream right now. Quick confirmed, goes all the way, full sends it. Hadouken taking it. 1 game up. They tying us up 1-1.
Tying us up, yeah, they're tying us up right now, and yeah, I kind of still have the Street Fighter like thing in my head. I mean, At least I'm not saying like, you know, low forward right now.
You know what? It will probably work the same way too. That's the
it will work the same way. Yeah, that's the part.
There's a way you can see. And trust me, there is.
But like, I mean, I still remember those days. Like, I still call it that every once in a while. But I will still now when I get Street Fighter 6, I do actually say light punch, light. I say light, heavy, mediums. But regardless, I do bring it to that game as well, just to sort of keep myself not as confused. And we got Hadouken really just pushing it up a nice back throw and keeping up with the overheat, just pushing with the offense by Hadouken. Was that? I don't know what trade that was, but it was a trade nonetheless, and it worked out for Hadouken.
Yeah, Akina Dream got a little bit too antsy there. Used the crack shoot on EX trying to fight back, but a quick 2A like that, there was a trade bound to happen. It might have been 2C. We'll have to look at the replay a little bit later, but right now we got to replay the fact that Akina Dream is back at it again with the offense. However, being beaten out by Reblo. That's the third or fourth time that option has been used, and both players showcasing that option is very, very strong for each other right now. But I gotta say, Akina Dream needs to keep up the speed here, which they managed to do so, winning that round at 45 seconds left on the clock.
Oh man, and right now as we're kind of going in, we're going to a final round here. Oh, big, wow, rising tackle at the end right there. Now we're going to keep Hadouken going in, but nice Reblo to come back with that big punish. And now here comes Akeem the Dream. Akeem the Dream's trying to keep it up. We're playing the footsies game. We're now sending Repukins to each other.
I would say the ground waves are actually a pretty good way to approach. Hadouken's been making very good use of the ground wave as well, right? Multi-hitting projectile, travels across the screen for a long time. It even gave Akeem Dream a lot of trouble, which is still giving us some trouble right now as Hadouken keeps that offense going with a quick 2-8 check into the record. Blocks the super, actually does not block the super. I lied, and gets crossed up by JP as well. And now Akeem the Dream trying to seal the deal for their dream to move further, but bites back with a power gazer. Who's going to get the last hit to seal the deal? Is it going to be Akeem the Dream? Is it going to be Hadouken? Hadouken's fighting and scrambling right now. Akeem is just blocking, but the guard crush is there and inevitable, and that is Akeem going down to Hadouken 2-1.
There was a lot of defending there, but it was either guard crush or chip damage at that point, and Hadouken was rewarded for just his aggression, or their aggression there, and that does it, and he will move on, or they will move on into losers quarterfinal. Congratulations, you will face Diaz over in the losers quarterfinal. But you know, what's it called? Akeem did well, but no slouch for being on 7th place. But like, I mean, he had that first game. He was throwing all that control. I don't know if it was a download, but again, two very good pilots. It just ended up being like, who is going to get those last confirms, because they both were baiting each other out. They were both optimizing their combos, and just they're just equal play. It just worked out again for Hadouken this time.
Yeah, I think a lot of it came from Akeem the Dream. I wouldn't say they were too lax on offense. If anything, it was just the options of Reblo. Every time they had a knockdown, there was a Reblo being used right there. And I think after the situation with the last round, Hadouken getting the quick confirms that they needed to just slowly whittle that health bar down more and more. Along with Terry, got to keep in mind that this is a mirror match. So both people want to do the exact same thing to each other. You just don't know how easy it's going to be set up, right? But for Akeem the Dream, for them to lose that whole, I guess, momentum to oh my God, I just had the man's name. You know, I hate to do that to me like that. To Hadouken, Jesus A Christ. It was normal. It was to be expected, you know. But it was it was to be expected. Now we'll see Hadouken going up against Diaz.
Yeah, we'll see how that moves on and going in there. But remember, what these players, they are playing for a pot, mostly sponsored by SNK Esports. So thank you again for donating the $47.50 plus the contribution code. But remember, there are still contribution codes to be had out there. So if you haven't done your part yet in chat, please do your part as you go into !Matcherino to get to that link, and that will bring you straight to the Matcherino page and log into one of your accounts and claim any of those codes. We do have about 30 left right now, so please, you guys can do better. You guys do your part, and let's sweeten the pot for these really high-level U.S. and Canadian. Well, I think these are all U.S. players right now at this time. Players, so they're all U.S. players tonight in this top 6. So we'll put that in there, as well as we're waiting for our next match, which I believe is going to be Mr. Wabwande and Jay. So Jay is going to show off again his Hoku his Hoku piloting versus Bond is just insane. The Rock, who also has an insane Bijane, by the way, as well.
Yeah.
I still remember that grand final where he was up against Rondon, loses to the Rock Mirror, and then was like, screw this. And this is what Bijane and just proceeds to win 6 straight games.
The Bijane is a very terrifying character, to say the least. But also, Mr. Bwande's Rock Howard is also no slouch. Again, I keep coining this man as the sole bad guy of this game. And speaking of Bijane, you've willed it into existence. Hokutomaru going up against Bijane, Bwande versus Jay here. And I don't know how much experience Jay has with this matchup, but if there's one thing I know about Bijane, she is very annoying, very, very agile. Just, if not as much as her. If you have not played KOF 15 before City of the Wolves, you are in for a treat, because I'm not too sure how well they translate it across the games, but if the ideal game plan is the same, then we can definitely see Mr. Bwande cooking right now. But Jay taking advantage, going for the offense first with the likes of a quick combo and then a throw right after the combo. Now we're seeing Jay keeping that offense on the lockdown. Oppression session is in season, baby, and we are going to make sure that this character does not get anything started. Speaking of the devil, very good confirm. Jay is going to seal the deal here, but quick drop with the Zion Ken, delay the air movement, throw.
Break throw, just trying to get that. There you go. Jay gets that final confirm. Wow, it actually gets the 7 golden letters as well. I don't mind the Bijane pick. It's, nice eye candy for some people like me.
Of course.
Out there.
We gotta respect it. Yeah, we respect where it's due.
I get to get respect right there with that, but my God, now here comes Bwande just going in with the full rush down on there. Has meter now to spend, gets the guard cancel to putting Jay to SBG, but I think this is pretty much do it for the setup. Oh, try to get him in the air. There's the punish and counter hit, and there's a good check.
Appreciate, the check right there. I appreciate Bwande even pressing 2A right there on the Kudahan, because there might be some situation where it's not real, and if anything, as a Hokutomaru player, you're going to be using Kudahan a lot in block strings and combos. It's part of your toolkit, but the likes of Bijane, I would say this character is very heavily relying on you making mistakes, which a mistake right there in using the super. Jay now. Oh, no, I don't think it's going to hit.
Oh, I was gonna say, I don't think that was gonna hit either, and that was unfortunate for Bwande. Now Bwande is gonna get hurt here a lot because now he's in overheat that didn't connect. So this is not looking good for Bwande. Let's see if Jay is able to take advantage.
The booty bump, and then barely getting caught by the person that super, but Bwande able to save themselves. And then the guard crush right after, but the second hit of Kudahan unfortunately ruined it for Jay, who gets wild punished by the 5C right there. And now I believe Bwande is going to go for the kill here with the super.
Yeah, with the level 1 super right there to get it out. It was still fortunate for Bwande to get that round, but I think he was pretty much looking to at least get it to a very dire situation for Jay earlier, but that dropped hidden gear super did not work out, but still close it out. But now here comes Jay. Jay's trying to want to keep up with the momentum. He actually had some momentum there, even though he didn't get that last round.
Yeah, and for Jay, that was definitely very, very vital. Revving up the meter to about 60% right here is going to end it off with a quick combo, quick ender. And now, oh my God, bar C punish from Bwande here, puts the booty on him, and now we jump up trying to cross him up, not even cross up, picks him up, attacks him once again, gets the hit for another quick confirm. And now you're still holding Bijane pressure after the super. Because she can go for the projectile, which I see right here. No, actually chooses not to keep Jay locked in the corner. And now this probably might cost him as well, because Jay does have SBG, and that right there. Yep. Rev Excel to get the kill. And hey, Jay is up around once again. But this is the same situation like before. Does Bwande have a way to get out of this? Or do they come back and, for Jay, do they come back and take victory to make this tied up 1-1?
Well, we're going to see if Jay keeps up the momentum on the buttons. He seems to have a little bit of the timing down on Bwande as he keeps going and gets a little light confirm right there, even though there was a just defend. Now it's crossed up. Now Jay has a little bit of the space disadvantage, and now big counter hit by Bwande. Bwande now is going to go all out with the damage here. No meter, though, so at least that's okay for him there. But nice little break by Jay, and we'll see how we're going to do as we reset back to neutral on the jump in.
Yeah, but Wande right now doing very good with that pressure, but it's not enough to stop Jay, who gets the level 2 super, and still, though, is an overheat, so it's not looking too terribly, but my man just got caught by the one and only infamous special move. His name I cannot remember. Someone in chat will tell me, though. And now, Wande approaches with the overhead once again to get a wild punish on it, and then a quick confirm right after. 3 hits easy to make sure this round is theirs. And now, Tama, we're in the final round where this could be either Wande's game or Jay's game, specifically Wande, because this is more vital for them to move forward. But if Jay can stop them, this is very, very essential right now.
It's very, very essential, and I can see Servbot cheering on his compatriot there right now as we're going in, but gets that confirm again. And he has meter. He can go into a level 1. No, he doesn't get it all the way.
Oh, damn, but Wande, I believe they try to go for a parry right there, but Jay able to succeed with a second round perfect. And that right there, hey, that's a lot of momentum on your shoulders. And now they're instantly rematching right after that. And you mentioned timing earlier. Tama, I believe timing on Jay has been very, very vital and crucial lately, which has worked out in so many situations. And Wande is having a rough time trying to understand where does Jay pause and where does Jay start and where does they end.
I mean, that's part of the mind games of fighting games, to be honest with you. That's pretty much what that is like the biggest fundamental, is trying to make sure you mess your timings around to throw your opponent off guard. And right now, Wande has the life lead, but every time that you see Jay kind of go in with a jump, already Wande is in overheat, and now Jay is trying to take advantage.
I say that Jay's movement right now is also complemented the game plan that they have versus someone like Wande, right? But to my demise, Wande gets a hit, gets the super, and now we're in the corner with the magic pixel for Jay. But it does lead to having SPG, which we see right there. The red blow comes out, and now the situation is now dire for both of these players. One person has magic pixel and SPG gauge, just use the EX Kudahan to get the hit, quick life confirm into the super, and that is Mr. Wande going down another round again to Jay.
Jay kept, like, there were like 2 combos in there that literally missed by pixel on the second part of those strings, but that was insane. Jay was still able to close it out, but here comes Wande, kind of trying to make sure, wants to put it in there. Big bait by the super by Wande, and now he's going to take full advantage on Jay. Kuma, what's going to happen next?
I mean, we're going to get counter hit by JD from BJNA herself with the heal, no less, and then the super to cash out and get the seal for sure of victory. The seal of victory is what we're going to call it, with the kiss at the end, because she's just that beautiful. Anyways, eye candy galore. She's your Huckleberry. Back into the match here. So I gotta say though, Wande is beating up the energy with Jay at every point possible. These players are going back to back. This is probably the most toughest challenge for Jay right now to keep up with BJNA.
Definitely keep up with BJNA, but like you can tell he's finding his openings, and when he's able to, he can get it in there. But right now the timing right on Wande is now more working for him, and big baited whiff throw by Wande. This is not looking good for Jay here.
Oh wait, it's not looking good for Wande either. Missing the punish on the red blow too is going to be a little bit vital. Try to go in with the Harrier beat, but she. Zayankin's in, goes in the distance now. Zayankin fights back on the guard cancel. That was a scary moment for Jay. I don't even think they were ready for that one right there. And now Jay chasing down Wande with SPG locked in on anchor. But Mr. Wande goes in with a quick confirm, ends it with a red blow to seal the deal once again. V for victory. BJNA is going to be going on further to the bracket over Jay.
No, I know, Jay, that you did fight so hard there. But Wande, congratulations, you are moving on to the loser semifinal. But, Jay, getting 5th place tonight, like, come on, this is not your main game, and you got that, like that, you actually did, you know how to use Hokunomaru. Just maybe a little bit more time in the lab or whatever. Like, honestly, I don't even know what you need to do. You were just facing some really high-level competition at this point.
It was a little bit challenging because Jay was falling for a lot of the, funnily enough, the name Tomahawk is one of BJNA's special moves, as well as the Hind, because one of those 2 moves are cancelable. Not to mention they both come from a jump arc and they cover a lot of distance. For Jay right there, it was just a little bit scary to see how this character approaches, especially because she also has likes to, I believe that's what, in KOF terms, I think it's 3D, but it's a different button in this game. I can't quite remember. But it's also one of her good anti-air buttons. Not to mention her rev blow is super good. I think that helped out quite a few times with Babwande trying to fight back versus Jay. I will give Jay this though. They do have a very solid hook tomorrow, and what I mean by that is the confirms super good, the pressure super good, the ways to mix your opponent up is super good. Again, it just might be that Babwande have more character experience, because again, Hokutomaru is a character that a lot of people were running early on, so you have to expect people to understand that when you're fighting that character, I'm like, oh yeah, I know what to do for Hokutomaru. You're probably gonna play the same as the rest of them. Maybe that's what Babwande was thinking, right? But we don't know that for sure.
We don't know that for sure, but it is one of the characters that has been around even since like day one. Like BJJ, like what I mean by that is in the meta. So like like at DIY, that was like what, week 1 of City of the Wolves. There was a lot of Hokutomarus, there was a lot of Hotarus, there was no Billy Canes at the time.
Oh really?
No, not yet, because Billy Kane didn't come out until like week 3 or 4. Like that was when it started becoming big. So someone like Babwande, they probably had a lot of experience already with a Hokutomaru. BJJ sort of just started coming out like recently in the last, like, I want to say at least this last patch, definitely within this last patch. But yeah, so with that, like, I'm just awesome sauce, Jay. Like you did great out there. 5th place is not something to slouch on as we are going in, but our next match is going to be Diaz versus Hadouken.
Diaz here, previous Breakout attendee that I got a pleasure to see last week here on City of Wolves. Me and Leapfrog were working together, so this is going to be a very good treat to see them go up against Hadouken, who is doing pretty good with the Terry so far. But Diaz is again playing Hotaru, one of the more infamous characters. If there is a way to compare this character in an easier way to understand, she is the 3rd strike Chun-Li of City of the Wolves. That's who this character is, okay, y'all? If that doesn't give you an idea what this character can do, you're missing out on some crazy stuff that you're missing out. That's all I can say.
I mean, that's kind of what a Hotaru does. Like, that's kind of why I main her, to be fair.
She's BS, but it's fun.
Hey, just because she's BS doesn't, like, be better.
I said she's fun. I said she's fun. Give me the pass. Give me the pass.
Be better. Like,
be better. No, be more better.
Be more better. No, but it depends, because like she has a lot of good toolkits, but like the big disadvantage on her is that she's very stubby. So getting like I need like light confirms, which as a lot of her big combos start off with, it's kind of hard. They have to be more like whiff punishes, to be honest with you. So it makes it a little bit tough on that. But when she's doing some DPs like that and keeping up the pressure, that almost doesn't matter.
Yeah, and Hotaru is one of those characters that is really quick, and she loves being in front of your face, right? Which is, I feel like for her, spacing is very vital. And we're spacing up the health bar lead right here with Diaz on the upper hand. Jackie right now just throws out the projectiles. She's trying to catch Hadouken lacking, who comes in with the power gaze no less, but a DP to respond back in time. Really the offensive skills from Hadouken, who doesn't block on time, and now Diaz is getting that first round.
Yeah, Diaz gets that first round right there, and we're going to see how Hadouken responds. It was a pretty close round, to be honest with you, or at least when it comes to interactions. But it just worked out more for Diaz there. But what? I don't know if that was a punish or a counter hit, but that was definitely interrupted by Diaz. And now Diaz is going in with a big bread and butter combo to end it with the super.
Yep, and Diaz got all of that off of the far D. We mentioned Hotaru having some stubby noise, but she does have some far-reaching ones as well. Most notably, her 2C is a very far-reaching jump, and it whip punishes very, very well. So you're going to be seeing a lot of that in Hotaru's matches for the most part, right? But Diaz now, I'm not too sure if we'll be seeing this Hotaru any longer, is what I would have said if they just didn't get themselves a confirm the spend meter and put Hadouken in a very risky situation. With guard crushes being imminent, you're blocking it out versus Hotaru. You're also in overheat, whipping the super, and there's the 2C punish. And that's game 1 for Diaz.
That's game 1, and that's what I was trying to say. Like the 2C or even the 2A, like any of those low punch confirms, it's mainly used as a whiff punish. It's a really powerful whiff punish tool, but just using it like straight in neutral, like it doesn't really. It's kind of stubby. So like that's the part where it's like you have to. I see like how Hokutomaru is used really well is on the baiting game, baiting and whiff punishing, really trying to counterplay what your opponent does. As you can see, Diaz was using it perfectly there as he ended that last game with a whiff super and just dashed in and finished it off with the crouching C.
Right, and you're also noticing how Diaz is starting this first round off here. Nice reflect confirmed, by the way. We're going to get a pretty big damage from this as well due to that scaling. And this is looking very good for Diaz. And during the start of this match, you saw Diaz throwing out a lot of reflector projectile. For projectile-based characters like Terry, this is a match that can kind of get on your nerves. If you're not using your EX projectile to fight back versus Hotaru, it's really rough. And speaking of rough right now, Haruka in a rough situation here, but they're not going to give up fighting back with the Eye of the Tiger on their side. Oshin show to go through. Diaz keeps the momentum with an aerial rev blow too, nonetheless. And that is now the second round, in the first round in the second set here.
Yeah, first round in the second game, and this actually gives him gives Diaz their set point opportunity right now. Nice little DD right there, going in with the lift kicks, and now going up. My God, still in SPG though. Oh wow, little bare knuckle action there for an anti-air. That's kind of a weird way to do an anti-air, but still it works.
Welcome to Terry. This is the same person that does rising tackle on the basketball court, dog. That was set in the Street Fighter 6 character trailer, or the character guide when it came out. So this man Terry be doing some crazy things, but not as, I would say, crazy as Hotaru here, who's still trying to find a way to get in. Loves the Rebel to kind of cross the gap there, but it doesn't mean anything as well. Haruka though on defense here, getting caught by the command throw, and that option being presented. Again, that makes Hotaru super scary, but that leaves Diaz going up 2-0 straight clean.
Straight way. My God, that was just really good. Like, that's the one thing about Hotaru is similar to Hokudomaru, but Hokudomaru is like more in the air. But like her dash ups and everything, it's so fast. Right. It's just so crazy, and then that's how she gets in. That's what I'm saying. Like, her standing normals aren't that far reaching, but when you have a dash that powerful and that fast, it almost doesn't matter.
She has a very solid ground game that gets very, very, like, I wouldn't even say abusive. It's very prevalent.
You do want to say abusive.
Like
I know you do.
I do want to say abusive, but you're not abusing what you've been given. You're just using, the basic tools that the game was created with: a dash, a break, a feint, a DP, for example. But back to the main meat and potatoes of the topic here, though. Hotaru having good mobility, grounded mobility at that, compared to Hokudomaru, who has more of an aerial mobility I guess, proficiency and advantage. It leads into moments where you're kind of a deer in headlights, right? 1 minute you're standing a little bit, like maybe 2 character spaces away from Hotaru. Next minute she runs up, pokes you with a far D, and if it hits, it hits. And if it doesn't hit, you're still safe, because again, it's a far-reaching button. But speaking of far-reaching buttons, though, before we go back into it, we gotta still look at this bracket here. We got the first of 3 coming up between Sientakov and Poetry Chef, and also in the first of 2 setting is Babwande and Diaz coming up shortly, and hopefully as quickly as possible, because I don't know if we'll be getting a bracket reset, but if we do, that'd be great.
Yeah, Cayenne versus Bijane. That's going to be that's going to be a fun matchup. But just remember, folks, we did talk about the Matcherino, but also if you want to support Breakout, there are 2 ways you can do it. There's one way,
of course,
support our partner, one of our partners, One Shot Energy. If you go to their website and get any of their energy chews using our promo code Breakout, you get 10% off on your order, and it supports us there. But the other way is you go to your local and you support some of the merch. So if you go to !merch for Breakout, you're going to get the t-shirts, the hoodies, the hats, and some stickers as well. So there's a lot of merch, and you can even see Kumo is actually wearing some merch with the hat right now representing it. And why not go to your local, represent Breakout, show your love to the Breakout team when you go up in there. While even if you go 0-2 in bracket, we still appreciate that you do show up and show off the merch.
And something else you got to keep in mind, that this is merch that's more reminiscent of streetwear. If the break free doesn't scream out to you, I don't think you're in true streetwear fashion, my friend. So that's definitely right. Like Tomadoc said, ! merch, like I did in the chat. shop.breakoutes.com. Go grab yourself a break free shirt and break free to those locals, break free to those regionals and majors, and put your name on the map. No limits. Break free from those limits. 9/22 Hopefully you guys go get some of that merch because honestly, it looks pretty damn sick to me. And the hat that I'm wearing right now, thank you to Leapfrog for this one. Very, very fitting, very well, good snapback. I mean, I'm gonna wear this everywhere I go. There's a certain suave classiness to it that it's that simplistic look, I think. It makes me feel like I'm at home when I wear this hat. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I used to wear hats a lot, but now I still wear hoodies, so there's all that. But we got Santikov and Poetry Chef up here, and we're waiting in front of the space shuttle.
NASA's a pretty fun place to be.
Yeah, but I mean, you're I don't want to dox you, but you're based like.
I mean, I am. No, it's okay. I'm used to it.
Yeah, I was gonna say you're used to it, so it's just like there's a lot.
I got
of
a whole
stuff.
team called the Astros, man. You already know how we get down out here.
Yeah, well, I'm sorry about them Astros, though. Sorry about that.
Well, you gotta talk to Lucy about that one, who would be here, but unfortunately they're not. And speaking of being here, is Poetry Chef, and just a few more hits, they could not be on the screen anymore for the first round. But getting a confirm like that definitely makes their life a lot more healthier. Which, hey, keep kind in the corner. But again, this character does have a flash kick, so be careful how you approach. We're gonna get ourselves good confirm. I don't believe this is death right here unless they know an optimized route, and they do. With super, kiss of death. Round one.
Round one. But I was gonna say, I was like, that last confirm was just that caught right, really good timing, and I was kind of like holding my chair really tightly there because I was gonna say that if that was not gonna be 1 pixel, if that wasn't death, there was gonna be like 1 or 2 pixels left on Sientikov. But now here we go. Poetry Chef gets another confirm. Gonna try to get, it will get him out of SBG. So like at least now Sientikov is in a really bad space of disadvantage right now.
I would say Sientikov right now is not looking too pretty versus VJNA. Again, we don't get VJNAs around here too often. And maybe this character is making a sort of comeback that we just don't know about yet. Gets the hard knockdown with the red blow, but able to DP right out of that immediately. And again, Kind, very solid character, good looping gameplay and game plan, and all centered around the fact that he has nothing but lines and offense to dish out. But it does not stop the red blow who puts Poetry Chef in overheat. However, we get a good confirm to seal the deal with one game.
Nice call out by Poetry Chef, knowing that there's going to be plus frames, even though that super was blocked. Usually a super is very punishable, but for some reason for Cayenne, you can still press buttons and it still would work. And using the rev blow to actually get the turn back for Poetry Chef, and was able to capitalize and close out that round. And the momentum has not stopped as we're keep going in here, as Poetry Chef just has a commanding lead right now.
Right now, yep. Commanding lead, you got that correct as well with the likes of the butt bump, putting them away at some distance. It's not going to stop us to get a good confirm with the likes of 5C, and it's going to put us actually all the way to the corner too because, hey, Human Torpedo, that's BJNA with the heals. Now, just letting Sientikov try to make the mistakes on their own. Uses the I believe that's behind, forget what it's called, but it's one of those safe moves that she has that I remember. Nice backdash into 5C, by the way. Very, very close up to, Sientikov's demise.
Yeah, remember, folks, this is a first to 3. This is winner's final of top 8, so it's first to 3 matches here. So we do have games to play with here. But Poetry Chef looks like he is just impatient at the Taco Bell drive-thru, so he just wants to run this match as quickly as possible. But gets that big card cancel and gets the turn back. And now, speaking of which, he wants his Crunch Wrap.
Yeah, the Crunch Wrap Supreme with the Doritos Locos Tacos, Cool Ranch flavor. Put the booty on him. It smells kind of worse right there. Anyways, good stand to confirm. Poetry Chef, unfortunately, not reading themselves a pretty healthy poem right now. It looks like you're in overheat, and it looks like you're able to escape. But with the likes of BJNA, you cross up and get the confirm. Right there? No, it's going to be Sientikov who gets the confirm to my surprise.
Big whiff punish. Wow, that was a big whiff punish right there. But regardless, now we're going in final round for game 2. We'll see if Poetry Chef can get a commanding lead or if Sientikov can tie it up. But right now, Poetry Chef looks like he wants to get that big lead as he's bringing it in. Gets the super and gets the kiss.
Yeah, the kiss of death, but unfortunately, no death in sight. Kane was not on our screen yet. Wild punish DP, and now Kane kind of our highline. Gets to play the game once again. Checks it with a quick 2A. That was a frame trap and a half, and I know how it feels to get caught by one. Rush Alonzo set with the mines. Keeping gameplay, hold the ball. What's the setup looking like? What's the JD button right there? Only to go right back in, but the insane rev for BJNA saving lives.
Had to do the rev low, even though now that puts her in overheat, and now Poetry Chef is a little bit in trouble here. Probably has one more chance. Both are down to one last interaction.
Schwartz launches to victory. Shintakov tying us 1-1.
Sientakov takes that. Wow, that was pretty insane there. I have to say that, Kumo. That was pretty insane.
It was very insane. I mean, hey, Crazy Ivan is one of those special moves that BJJ can use. The Hind and Tomahawk, like your name, Tomadoc. It's one of a lot of special moves she can use. Not to mention, BJJ is a character who's going to use that SPG a lot. Poetry Chef, putting it in the middle is not a bad choice, is what I would have said, though. But you're close to losing with the looping Swarzarlandos right there. Oh, rev blow to rev blow, coast to coast. We're going to be seeing another corner in just a few minutes. Now, puts up the mine, making our friend block here. Goes for the overhead, but a quick 2A press to fight out, and then dash shove 5C right after. Good job for Sientakov.
Wow, just a standing close heavy punch right there to close that out. And now Sientakov has turned it around. Now is on set point here for game point here for game 3. Kind of turned it around here, but nice little parry by Poetry Chef to get some turn back. And now here comes the turn that he's been looking for. Now he's going to put up the big combo, get some damage in there. Did not spend any meter, try to save it. Want to save it for the two bars. Ooh. My God.
Right there, trying to rack up the damage, but breaking the throw is not going to stop BJJ. However, Sientakov gets a 2C punish, and now looping game plan once again, switches sides for just a brief moment there. Now we get ourselves to confirm with once again the loops, and it's still going to happen. This is what kind of Heinlein does to you. You're in an endless loop. You would think you're insane, but you're not. You're just human. Now you got to block one last time. You got to hold that. The chip damage is imminent, but it's not going to stop because of punish exists.
That was a big bait. Poetry Chef tried to do the wake up super, and Sientakov read that, blocked it, and properly punished to close that out, and is now on wins the second game. So right now he can close out this set if he gets this game out, and he is showing that he can as he put up that round start pressure.
Yep. Poetry Chef here trying to right themselves. Something good. Restarting the round once again, doing pretty good so far, I'd say. Although, not too sure we're going to be seeing a flash kick out of Sientakov right there. Yes, we do. As soon as I say it, too. Well, I love doing that. It's my favorite thing. Come on. Oh, yeah, come on, all right. Double kick to the face, girl. You don't have to hold that.
The close heavy kick with the double hit right there. And now we're just going in, putting in all that pressure. Gets floated. I don't know if that was braked or if that was just a straight up float. But now we're just keeps on. Poetry Chef is just stuck in the corner and hanging on for dear life and gets out. And I'm sure Sientakov gets out that round and now is on set point here. And we'll see if he can punch his ticket to grand finals.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, the oppression session, that last round, if that didn't tell you anything, well, hopefully this round tells you what this man can do. No more SPG gauge, though, for Sientakov here. Poetry Chef fights back, though. I'm sorry, Sientakov fights back. Poetry Chef on the verge of losing more and more health. They don't have a response soon enough. Nice 2A press right there, checking the dash. Dashes up right after and walks away, just shimmies them to get the far C punish. And now, Poetry Chef gonna put our mans into the corner here. Doesn't want to spend the meter, just keeps the soft knockdown. Come on. Oh!
There's the parry though, but big old flash kick though by there, but nice little bait on the super. Oh, this is not looking.
No, not at all. That is exactly what Sientakov wanted right there. Wants to keep that looping game plan at oppression, and Poetry Chef knows that they're about to get guard crushed if they block one more time. But I don't think it matters at the end of the day. You're almost through with your health bar. There's the guard crush into the quick flash kick to seal the deal. B for victory. That's going to be Sientakov going up 3-1. Scientifical.
Moving on into grand finals. It's not every day that when you're down only like 5 pixels while your opponent's at 50% health where you technically where you would have the advantage, but that was just one where like you said, Poetry Chef was in burnout. There was just a lot of different interactions that was just not putting Poetry Chef in such almost at a disadvantage, to be honest with you, being in burnout and can't use that meter. And shout outs to Sientakov. He is now going to move on. He punches his ticket there, but it's not over for Poetry Chef. Can get the run back as he's put out into the losers final. Well, he'll face the winner of Mr. Babwande and Diaz, as we see just the back and forth between the two pilots right now.
Yeah, the back and forth thing was definitely a good sign of healthy matches. But the thing with BJanae is she goes through a lot of her SPGs the moment she gets it, which means you're cranking up the rev meter as much as possible, right? And again, someone that's strong as BJanae does have her faults. And versus a character like Kai in our Heinlein, I mean, what more can you do? Again, this is the man who can loop the gameplay, keep the same speed of the match, and he just controls it the moment he gets one knockdown. Knockdown, mine, jump up, dash up. You're playing in damn near an 8-way game with him.
I mean, this sounds like basic, but to be honest with you, both of those characters, it's like the only times when they were winning or they were like overrunning each other was when they wouldn't get the other one to start up the offense. The minute they started their offense, that's when it was like run over. Anytime a Poacher Chef was able to fully start his offense, it was good. He would win the match.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, not Babande. Santikov, like going in there and getting up with his offense, with his loop offense, that's when it would work out for him. When they were sitting in neutral, it was actually nerve-wracking, like who would actually get that confirm, and not just any confirm, that big confirm to start their meta. And that was kind of what did it. It just happened to work out more for Santikov there, where he actually got more of those interactions, especially that last game.
Yeah, it's with Kine having a Schwartz and Rondo, the mines that we see constantly being set up, that is also a very looming threat as well, right? You have to block the mine because you get hit, he gets a full confirm, and if you don't block, that's if you don't block the mine. You block the mine, you didn't get hit, but you're dealing with mix, and I prefer dealing with the mix instead of getting hit. By the way, is that supposed to be Yusuke Urameshi? Because that's what I'm seeing right now with Mr. Babwande's rock.
I mean, yes.
I feel like
I'll ask. I would actually defer to chat on that.
Tell me, chat. What's this custom supposed to be?
Being the very old man that I am, I am so not cultured that way.
Okay.
But it's fine. But hey, you welcome me into this community, and I'm welcoming back, and we're all cool. And I learn things, and we learn things from each other as we get that overhead rev blow that is working out for Babwande. Babwande is actually, as we're yapping here, just decides to take that round within the first 15 seconds there.
And that's also because they're playing as Rock Howard, a character who, once again, is the sole bad guy of this game. And we've seen Babwande's Rock here last week, putting in a whole lot of work. We've seen him the previous weeks before, had they shown up. This character is dangerous, but not as deadly as Diaz's Hotaru here, who gets some knockdown, puts Rock into the corner for the mix, but responds back with a 2C, and then chases him down with a jump beat right after. Very good for Babwande here.
Definitely big things for Diaz actually right now, getting the life lead, but the big confirm right there by Babwande. Babwande now keeping the space pressure, and oh my god, this is not looking good, getting rising tackle DP in there. And wow, the power geyser to close it out. Jeez. Mr. Babwande.
Okay, Ash Ketchum. That's what that looks like today. Okay, maybe it might be Ash Ketchum.
I really do like when we try to figure out what these customs are. It is truly like an ink blot test. It's like, how did we grow up? I couldn't tell you, to be honest with you. I don't really see Ash Ketchum had green gloves. I don't remember.
No, I think they did. I think they did have green gloves. Well, for right now, we'll get those answers a little bit later. As we can tell right now, Babwande, with the likes of catching all the stray hits in the world to lead to victory, it's not going to stop the likes of Diaz, who gets the offense started once again with a quick confirm. And now projectile checking him, only got the 2 hits in. Babwande, I respect the fact that they're constantly trying to go in and not give Hotaru any space to work with. But this is a character with a DP that could be coming out at any moment. But instead, aerial rev blow, and Diaz is once again getting another round on the board.
Yeah, gets a round on the board. Now has a little bit of momentum there, as Babwande didn't really have too much of an answer, was put into a disadvantage on this right there, but gets the rev blow to start it up, gets the neutral jump heavy, and but didn't really fully convert. But my god, all these run under dashes are just kind of like nerve-wracking, and I feel like we're supposed to be seeing something, but it just misses. Just barely misses Kumo.
He's just trying to make sure that Diaz is constantly on their toes, right? With Rock, you're always going to want to use your Rage Run to constantly try and get momentum started, and swapping sides is very vital to that. However, what's even more vital is the fact that Diaz keeps that life lead, because the moment they get into SPG gauge, they're going to be cranking up that rev meter as much as possible. But you're right about that, though. It looked like despite all the rage runs in the world, it's not getting anything started. See a few staggers out of here from Blonde, but again, with a big punish coming up right now, it's not going to mean anything. Oh no, the overheat stopped it.
Oh my god.
Finishing, and then we check in with DP. Very aggressive option. Right.
That was a very aggressive option, and I don't care if you have how big of a life lead you have. That's a very aggressive option to do in overheat.
Yeah.
It's just doing a DP like that. But you know what? It worked out. Probably had the chip damage ready anyway as we're going in, and Diaz gets that game and ties it up in games here. So we're gonna see go in there, but now Mr. Babwande is, my god, putting in all the pressure, and within the first 10 seconds is already bringing it down to a quarter life on to Diaz and closes it out in 13 seconds with that perfect.
Jesus Christ. You know, I think Babwande was more focused on hard knockdowns right there. We saw a lot of the red blow come out, even in the air to finish off the combo right there, which is honestly a pretty good thing. You want to, oh, that's a mistake that I've seen time and time again. You try to run up and go for something only to get the DP. Welcome to my world of 2D games.
Dude, welcome to my world of like scrubby play. I do that all the time because I don't know how to play this game that well. But regardless, it doesn't matter. I can still see what I see, and now we got Babwande actually coming back, even though he had that missed DP. He is going in. He is keeping the space pressure on Diaz. Diaz is trying to figure out something with the fireballs, dashes up behind the fireball, and now we're trying to see what the last interaction would be.
And you know, something that Babwande is also doing a lot of is just throwing out that air projectile. I love that. Like you mentioned, covering the space and options. What a reflect, by the way. Finally figured out an option to fight back, but the backdash is able to fight back against his own projectile. How are you doing this? What war are we playing right now? Yo, can we stop playing shooters? You're not a zoner. Stop it.
So it's like using your you're using your zone tactics. I'll use your zone tactics against you back. But the jump back heavy kick closes it out for Mr. Babwande, and he gets that round. That was just amazing. And while we're on that, like I just want to like point this out to anybody in the audience that plays this game but may not know. What's the difference between like a hard knockdown and a soft knockdown? I do know, but just explain to a little bit briefly to our audience, so that way, like, why we would play at that pressure as we see some of that replay here.
Of course, being a soft knockdown again means the opponent can tech on time, right, and be able to respond to actions just a tad bit more quicker. With a harder knockdown, that means they have enough time to set up something. So a simple pattern would be, hey, let's just say 5B, 5C into hard edge gets the knockdown, right? That's a soft knockdown. They can tech after that. But you end the combo with a red blow, you're knocked down hard for a good minute. Like that right there. A very good example of Babwande closing that gap just a little bit more to inch their way into the corner. Yep. And it also gives them time to, go for more trickier setups or very ugly situations. And again, having that red blow to give you the hard knockdown.
Oh, yeah. And definitely, and that, to be honest with you, that's what was the difference in that match, is because it was a lot of the hard knockdowns by Babwande on his Rock Howard, where you could not roll out. You did not see Hotaru trying to get out of there, try to roll out of there, because that's one of the unique things about this game in City of the Wolves, that you can, when you tech roll, you actually tech roll to the other side, or you could tech roll to the other side, I should say, as almost like a cross up if you wanted to, and just wasn't able to do it. It just kept getting a lot of that pressure going in. But congrats to Babwande, you're moving on to losers final, but also no slouch to you. Congrats to Diaz, you get fourth place tonight. That is no slouch. Again, I'll repeat that. I sound like a broken record. I am not reading off a script, but I just sound like a broken record right now. But no, Diaz, you did great. You showed some really good Hotaru play, and I hope to see you again next week. With that, but Poetry Chef, Babwande, BJA,
we're gonna get into
BJA or Rock. I don't know which one Babwande is gonna pick here, but who you got?
I feel like if you're gonna go up against someone like someone like Babwande and you're Poetry Chef, you don't want to go into a mirror match. And I don't think Babwande feels like doing a mirror match either. So I think The Rock is the better choice. By the way, shout outs to Jay Santano in chat, of course. We just seen our good friend play. Shout outs to Breakout once again as well, because that's what they represent. You also can't roll backwards or forwards from a hard knockdown. So hard knockdowns are great for locking people in place. That is exactly how that works. So once again, shout outs to Jay for keeping us updated in the chat right there. Don't be feel afraid to do that. We're all learning together. This is a very inclusive environment. Y'all are welcome here to my humble abode with Tamadak as we, guide y'all through the rest of these matches here, which we are getting into the final few matches. Again, losers finals. It's the first of 3. Poetry Chef, chefing up. Tony Sashery's in the kitchen with what pin would he use? I guess a feather pin versus Wanda here, who's going to be giving us the high pace, high octane aggression. And if we get a BJ Mirror, man, I don't know what we're going to be seeing, but we don't.
My eyes will be drifting if there was a BJ Mirror to places that I should not. That's pretty much what's going to happen there.
Listen, we are men of. It's okay. We're fine.
I'm cultured in that way. Yes, I am very cultured in that way.
But truly, again, we cannot deny a strong woman who looks beautiful. Her strong tools is going to be 5 smooth, high wind and tomahawk and everything of the sort.
Hey, when her. Oh my God! Well, I was going to say it's like Blonde just going in fully, and the advantage here for Blonde is like he actually knows this match. Remember, I was saying earlier that. I think it was last week, he was facing against Rondon in grand finals. Did Rock Howard one round, one game, and then switched to Bijanet after that Rock Howard mirror, and then proceeded to win 6 games. So it's almost like main 1 versus main 2 for Blonde when it comes to the Rock versus Bijanet.
Right.
So he knows this matchup.
Mm-hmm. But not only that, again, he plays his character, so it's even more easier for him to just kind of get into the mindset that the BJJ player might also do as well, right? But as you can tell, Blonde here is locked in with SPG. Poacher trying to fight back and just defend and get some remainder held back, which they are definitely doing a good job at, able to avoid SPG. But as soon as I say it, once again, commentators curse, playing a very ugly roll of the devil on my shoulder. Blonde facing a combo here. Meter could be used at some point, and that's the right call.
That's just go into the full hidden gear. Why not? You had the meter to go in.
This magical girl looking super, bro. That's very dangerous.
It's very dangerous. Put it at a huge life deficit. We'll see if he's able to close it out, at least for this round. Little counter hit, but nice rev blow to keep the turn. Poacher Chef closes out that round. And what the good thing about Bijanet, her level 1's pretty powerful too.
Yeah, not only that, but Bijanet's rev blow again. Anti-Aaron Blonde, who tried to jump out last round, super duper good too. Supers and rev blows galore all over the world. By the way, very good choice to beat out Blonde's rev blow with the likes of JB. And you get the Harrier beat combo all the way to the corner here with Tomahawk doing a good job putting us there, able to roll away the Blonde here. Fights back with projectiles, gets a quick confirm off of them as well, only to put themselves overheat. Not looking good for the offense though. Might not be able to be seen.
Oh my God! And now more confirms there again by Poacher Chef. Poacher Chef. Yeah, I was gonna say, can he use the level 1? I was gonna use the level 1 there, and now just gonna keep it. That's death, and that death goes for. I was gonna say that goes for Poetry Chef. Oh my God, I can't talk right now.
It's so normal. You're A-okay, man. We are all in this together, and again, all together is the rev blow. Follows it up right after with a throw, and that's very good because then we get another throw. And do we get another throw? No, we get a rev blow with a full combo right after.
At least we don't have to watch this with $40 in Capcom Cup, right? Like,
you know what? Capcom Cup be damn. Fatal Fury kind of good.
Right now, yeah, and especially with the prize pool being at $2.5 million, I think $2.5 million actually just goes straight to the winner for it. But regardless, as we're kind of going in this right now, it's kind of close. Pavane with a slight life lead right now, and you got Pavane kind of just keeping the zoning in and trying to zone up. Trying to get the fade.
Man, that was very sad to see happen. Because again, you get help back by doing just defense, making defense super duper important. And Babwande not realizing that Poetry Chef put their SPG gauge in the middle right there, that costed them this whole round.
Oh wow, such a sliver. 1 pixel left, gets the knockout. Gets that first round. Remember, folks, again, this is losers final, so every game, the last 2 matches here, they're all first to 3s as we go in, and so that means first to 3 games wins the match. Big overhead SB rev blow again, and another one by Babwande, but Babwande now is straight up overheat, but just goes into the hidden gear to get rid of overheat.
Geyser! My God, that man is just. He's come a long way, man. I love Brock Howard, man.
I mean, he's SNK's version of Jin. Like that's it's like you have an evil evil dad, but like a cool mom.
Cool mom, maybe a slightly evil uncle who sometimes could be a little bit better, but you know, this is Fatal Fury. This is City of the Lords. So everyone's a little bit more happier than any Tekken player would be right now. Nice break on the throw, by the way.
When is a Tekken player ever happy? And I'm a Tekken player, so like just
you know, that's a conversation for another bird.
just being there. I think I haven't heard anything where it's always been like someone's mad, but you know who is mad? Bijane is mad. Bijane will always say she's mad as she's going through these combos as we go into another hidden. My God,
dude, that's like how many hidden gears have we seen out of Poetry Chef specifically throughout this entire
I think that's the 5th one tonight, like 5th one in this match, I want to say.
And look at that, he's also got SPG to work with as well, right? So this makes it super duper easier for him to work with. But a quick like confirm from Mr. Babwande here, and now they can keep the lead with quick like buttons, just keeping themselves safe, blocks across up on time. But Babwande, you're in overheat, you're almost out of it. Can you just stay in like a very good territory for a Poetry Chef not to get the upper hand, which they do. Pull down, has been activated, and then the double projectile screen shaking right after Babwande, making it 1-1.
I think those are just defense that just did not work out for Poetry Chef. So Babwande ties it up in games here in the losers final. 1st of 3 match.
Yeah.
We're running it back.
Ooh, eat dirt. Now I'm mad, she says, but I don't know how mad you are, girl, because you're still blocking the red blows. But that puts Babwande's red meter at 50% here, and you can only lose it right now by just holding this combo just a little bit longer.
Yeah.
Back to being active on the screen. If I would have said that, they wouldn't have gotten hit. However, Poetry Chef's going to put us all the way over to the corner now with the likes of Tomahawk, catching the roll as well with an overhead.
Another overhead right there, and now goes in there, but nice little tech roll by Babwande to get out of that corner, but it was all for naught as Poetry Chef was still able to get the confirms, basically the heavy punch confirm, standing confirm there, and we got Poetry Chef on game point here as he's up 1 round.
Yep, again, Poetry Chef needs 3 more games to win this. Nice booty bump, by the way, is going to make him get the smell of perfume on their mouth. And now in the corner here, come on, girl. Let's get it started. Pressure. Blocks. Oh, I'm sorry. He actually evades the overhead with a jump back.
I know, that was crazy. Like, just
it was a good choice.
That was a very good choice, but right now they're basically the same life, but Poetry Chef has the SPG meter, and now he's bringing in the big bread and butter combo going in there. He has 2 right there. Yeah, you see the 2 butter bars. I want to say this will kill. It has to.
This is not gonna kill. Do not worry. It's not gonna kill. It's not. It's just not. No way it does. Damn it! I was wrong. I was wrong. Damn it! I was wrong. Sajam, you took my money. God dang it. God dang it.
Round 1.
Oh man, but either way, that was a very good previous game right there. Poetry Chef making that 2-1 against Babwande right here. And I gotta say, it might be the fact that Babwande is just having a tough time reading Poetry Chef. It feels like Poetry Chef's neutral is super duper good. They know when to back away and they know when to go in. I think that's been making a lot of headway for them to get that offensive game plan started. But Babwande here just choosing the aggressive route with, granted, a little bit of zoning in there too, right? It's just still not enough to seal the deal. Granted, they did get a game. You can't deny that. Raging Storm right there. What's the setup looking like?
Oh, that was a nice little mini low light setup, but it did not fully confirm in there. And now here comes Poetry Chef. Oh my God, what a big confirm by Poetry Chef there. Has 1 bar meter.
Backs away though. Just trying to read an option. Keeps Babwande locked in that corner. Babwande doesn't want to even risk using DP. Does have a bar meter. Do we see it being used? No, the damn hind. The damn hind catches overhead.
The overhead, I believe like Rock even did the little ground wave too, just to sort of like get a ground fireball going, and it went over it, and that worked out for Poetry Chef. What a read by Poetry Chef to get that round, and now that was a good comeback on that first round. Probably going to try to carry this momentum, see if he can close out this set, or if Babwande is going to get there. Oh, but the little confirms right now is making it tough for Babwande.
I love the fact that Poetry Chef does not hesitate trying to find situations where they can check for gaps. Those 2 wave presses were not mashing attempts. Those are checks. Check attempts to see where if there was a gap for them to fight back, which they did. And now we're sitting here playing with Babwande, who wants to play a long-range game, but Poetry Chef here not having any of it, just kind of just sitting back and watching. We'll get some Just Defense in there to get that health back. Coming up on 30 seconds on the clock right now, though. Someone's got to make a push eventually. It's got to be one of these two players. And it's looking like Pochef is getting a little bit closer because, again, Babwande is putting themselves in the corner by doing this. And we're getting closer and closer right there. So what do you do, Babwande? You got hit. Now you got BJJ in your face. You can't escape. And then you throw him in the corner.
And throw him in the corner. Just going in there. But big guard cancel and punish by Poetry Chef. And now Poetry Chef is going to try to get those confirms in. Whoa. Big.
That was a near miss.
That was a near miss. But, oh, this is not looking good for Babwande. Has 2 sticks of level butter, too. And this should kill again.
Yeah, that kills.
What is this, number 8? Is this number 8 for this?
Like 7 or 8. Like, yo, I love the fact that Poetry Chef holds on to that meter and waits to cash out on the right hits. I love the way this man's been playing so far. Good neutral, good offense, good balance of everything. Defense, offense, neutral, etc. You can
sorry, my eyes are definitely up here. Like they're up. They're up. Seriously.
Hear me out. Hear me out.
Hear me out.
Remember, the journey defines something, something, something. I don't read the whole quote. Listen, look. Got your journey with BJJ in the match right now. You can have the journey on the seas with a glass of Hennessy.
Yeah,
and that's your fancy, of course.
And I just want to say thank you to Jay Santino over there. Thank you for the $6.75 over in the extra Matcherino. As we're putting in, we still have some codes left. So 25 codes left in the Matcherino. So please exclamation mark Matcherino to claim those codes, folks. But yeah, as I wanted to actually point out something to you, or point out something that you were mentioning earlier, is that it's not just like these folks, they know the traps, they know the setups. It's now just down to the timings, reading your opponent on this. And right now, Poetry Chef, it just seemed like had those timings down when I don't know if Babwande was just relying on the setups more rather than trying to catch the opponent. But I don't know. What do you think there as we're watching some of this just high level play?
I mean, I feel like it was just a lot of Babwande like choosing not to go in sometimes. And again, BJJ is one of those characters. Granted, her parry is a little bit scary to deal with. If you're giving her space to work with, this is a character, somewhat of a neutral monster, you might say. And again, we noticed that with Poetry Chef anytime and every time that they had meter, they held on to it. It felt like Babwande wanted to approach, but might have been scared of maybe the metered option, or maybe just scared of a red blow. Because again, you can't really jump on BJJ too much. So it might be a little bit of hesitation. Maybe it might have been misinputs. Again, this is an online territory, and we're the guys behind the mic, so we don't know for sure. But that's what it looked like to me.
Yeah, no, I mean, like I said, for me, difference of opinions everywhere like that and what have you. But congratulations to Poetry Chef. You're going to grand finals, as we're seeing for Sientakov going in there. Cayenne versus BJJ. Again, you get your run back. And congrats to Mr. Babwande to make that shout out that you got 3rd place. Good job, my man. Nice. I hope to see you again next time. You are a treat to watch as we over here on Breakout. So as we're going in, we got Poetry Chef coming up on the loser side, though. That means he's got to win 2 sets, first to 3s, to get this tournament down. But Sientakov only needs to win 1 set.
All right, and then misses the butt. Probably wanted to extend the combo a little bit, but Poetry Chef gonna miss on the hit and doing a good job slapping him in the face and ending it off with the hind to get that round 1 confirmed. Good job on Poetry Chef's end. And again, because this is a repeat of the previous match that they had, I'm sure Poetry Chef is more than warmed up for Sientakov right now. Sientakov, we've been discussing this name for God knows how long. The man knows it's him, and I think that's the most important part.
Yeah, sure. Eddie, none of us, nobody corrected us yet in chat on the name pronunciation, so we're just going to keep going with what we know as Sientakov is getting thrown into the corner, gets the blown kiss right at the end for the combo ender. Poetry Chef is really wanting something possibly to try to reset this bracket.
I think so too, but you know, Sientakov knows how to bait out the parry, which they just did right there. Just 5D confirmed, full combo, and now Poetry Chef does have SPG locked in. Do we see it being used at some point? No, we're just seeing him in overheat, and this is especially not good because this combo is going to get rid of that SPG, is what I would have said, but you jumped up, got hit, and now you can't even use your SP at all. So this right here, it has to be it for Sientikov, who gets the dub with the Swarja lunge, and that is 1 round apiece.
1 round apiece right now in this first game. We'll see who can get the first game advantage right now as we see even Sientikov just doing a little bit of a shimmy, gets a little bit confirmed, baits the super, but there you go with that big super, has some plus frames or some frame advantage to play with there. And
plus frames anymore though. We got a 4 cells, a pretty good 10-hit combo right now. Try to go for the reversal, but it was beaten out by the Mines. Lunges to victory once again. Beat down station, oppression session, known as Sientikov, bringing it to you live on Breakout.
Get ready. Fight.
My God, that was just insane play by Sientikov. Oh my God, and here he goes again, gets the float again as he does the mine setups, and now keeping Pocheshev in the corner, and Pocheshev is already out of SPG. We're not even 10 seconds into this round, and
my God, CNT, please, can you let the man breathe? It's just 1 round.
Dude has a hot date later, I think. That's probably why he's trying to finish this tournament so quickly.
Yeah, he's got Taco Bell on the way, man.
I mean, a hot date at Taco Bell is like, it's like a thing
that's kind of a, I don't know, man. Look, you see Diner Excellence back there in the back right now? I would go there too. As long as you're not going to the hotel, the herbal farmer right after, all right?
Fair enough.
Yes, speaking of herbal right now, not as herbal, but very much strong like coffee. Sientikov right now doing a pretty good job keeping Pocheshev on the ropes. Another combo for Pocheshev. The Mines ends it with the super. What's the setup looking like? Rebel for the OTG? Wow.
Jeez, right on that. Wake up. Oh my God.
That's already 2 games.
That's 2 games already. All right, like if you need to make that Uber delivery right now, you know, you just go to my house and deliver that.
The pizza rolls are ready. He's gotta go. He's merciless. Okay,
just long as it's not Canes, just that's fine. Just no on Canes. That's all I care.
Church's chicken.
Yeah, that's fine. And I'll say this, even though I'm from the Northeast, I think Buc-ee's is superior to Wawa. That's just me.
Buc-ee's is the GOAT, man. Buc-ee's will always be GOAT. And I wish this color was looking like the Buc-ee's logo right now, but Sienty here is going to make sure the logo that we see is KO soon enough. With that last few remainders of the health that Pocheshev has, one combo could seal the deal. We're definitely in that territory for it, as we're going to see right here what the likes of me are going to be having to use or not necessary.
No, not necessary. You gotta save that meter. Oh my God, we're already at tournament point for Sientikov here. He wants his reservation fulfilled over at Diner Excellent. Man,
I do too. They probably serve some good eggs Benedicts.
Eggs Benedict, bacon, egg and cheese, like any of those things are so good.
Put the pancakes on the side with the butter and waffles on there too, man.
Oh, here's some good defense now. Something we did not see from Pocheshev in the last 2 games. Getting some defense to sort of slow down of Sientikov, and now he's getting a little bit of the advantage. But nice bait on the whiff, but nothing happening there for Sientikov as Pocheshev still has the life lead.
Yeah, the life lead is still pretty good, but you're in overheat, my brother. You got to keep the offense to a whole good throw tech, by the way, from Sienty right there. However, this is not going to look good for Chef here. He does have SPG, though. I don't think they're going to be able to use it due to the overheat factor. And now we're getting closer and closer to the corner. Once again, Sienty is going to keep the looping gameplay with the Mines up, crosses up, goes low, blocks it out. One more hit will do it. And that's the punish that they wanted to get the whole time. And your new champion for Breakout, once again, this week is Sientikov. Thank the Lord for kind or high line.
The very, very handsome man. Very handsome man.
Yep.
Even though he's a boss character and an evil character, a very handsome man.
Very, very handsome man.
I am very secure enough to say that.
I mean, hey, we're all handsome fellas and individuals around here in these parts. That's what I'm saying. That response.
I'm okay.
I mean, hey, man. Hey, look, I've seen worse, but not as worse as with the merciless beatdown that was that, you know, Sienty gave to our Pocheshev here. I mean, it's a crazy difference because the last time they played, Pocheshev got a game, but Sienty here just made it 3-0 flat. I'd say that was a lot of boss-like gameplay right there coming out of Sienty.
Yeah, I mean, he was basically Mortaro in Mortal Kombat 2. Just like, I do not care. just went forward in there. But congratulations to Portrait Chef. You got second place. I believe you get a little bit of a payout. And also, Santikov, congratulations for winning tonight's tournament as well. So, like, you guys have been amazing. You guys actually both, throughout the bracket, showed some great gameplay tonight. And everybody else that was in top 8. So, like, this was just an amazing bracket. As always, like this is.
Oh yeah,
I've been literally doing this like every week. Like it's just been
You've
so
been
much
here
fun.
for a minute, man. You've been in the hot seat enjoying these games, bro. And I mean, I'm glad you're here to enjoy these games. And once again, taking a look at our top 8. Again, you got your winners. You got CNT at, of course, first place, Poetry Chef second, and Babwande third. But of course, giving a big shout out once again to Diaz, to Babwande, to Sirloin, to Jay, Akeem the Dream, and Hado Kid, because again, y'all showed up, y'all played. And especially big shout outs to the people who started off in losers, because again, that's a whole lot. That's a big run to come from. And Babwande was the one who almost made it there to the top. But Chef, he had to stop him. And by the way, before we forget, guys, if there are any Matcherino codes left, please do be sure to claim them by hitting that exclamation mark Matcherino, because I'm sure we got some codes left for y'all to nab. And speaking of codes, hey man, I don't know about you, but I feel pretty coded to find out what them numbers looking like for our coming up, because we're entering October soon, so the meta's gonna change, man. We got to code in them numbers soon.
Yeah, and then there's going to be another patch that will be coming up as well, too. So once Joe Higashi comes out, which I don't know exactly the date, but right now there's a lot of Rock Howards, there's a lot of Hotarus. But look at the Kayans and the Bijanays. Like this is actually kind of I'm actually enjoying this, and it's pretty well spread out. It's not like 400 of Billy Kane, like one of those months. So it's a pretty good, well spread. You can just tell who's been winning in the top 8s more lately. But right now, Kayan with Siantikov's piloting, you know, that number could possibly overtake Bijanay, because there are other Kayan players out there as well. So we're gonna see how that kind of goes on. But like, what was the highlight of your night in this top 8 that you saw?
I mean, my highlight was definitely seeing Poetry Chef versus Babwande. I feel like that was a very good showcasing of BJNA right there. That whole match through and through, super duper good. But of course, I gotta always give it out to Scientificoff, because again, that man plays a very solid kind our Heinlein. And yes, I love saying that name, because if you didn't play Garo, Mark of the Wolves, that's a swaggy voice announcer right there. I'm just saying. But either way, though, that was one of my highlights, that BJNA from Poetry Chef. So shout out to Poetry Chef. You got my mark, you got my number, you got my heart. Basically. Chef's kiss.
And I definitely would say for me, it'd be actually Jay, even though he only made it to losers quarterfinal. It was like Jay, not trying to be a homer about that, but it's just that, like, he was learning the game. Like, this was one of the games that he just started learning, and he just grinded and learned the right way, like playing ranked, labbing, and he was able to get up to 5th place here tonight, and just basically ran into Babwande, who is no slouch whatsoever. So you got all of that. And so it is Scientific KOF. That's what I thought. Okay,
Scientific KOF.
That's what I thought too. So, but regardless, as we're going on that, but like, I just want to say before we do anything else with whatever, and before we say our goodbyes and sign offs, I want to say you need to support Breakout one way or another. One of them is obviously doing the one-shot energy, getting those energy chews, getting 10% off on that if you do promo code Breakout. But then the other one is, do get some merch. Do that exclamation mark merch gets you these break free shirts. Support your locals by showing up in this swag, whether it's the hat, the shirt, or the hoodie, and you will be supporting Breakout directly with this production if you do like a production here. So shout out to everybody that did these designs, and shout out to all the production team as well.
Yeah, and also don't forget, we got a hat right there. We got a little sticker. I'm sorry, I almost butchered that. Stickers or decals, whichever one you prefer, whatever tickles your fancy. Again, like Thomas said, this supports us as well. And also another way to support us is by showing up for these tournaments. If you guys want to hit us up in the Discord, we do have the Discord Breakout server. Please feel free to join that. Scroll down on the Twitch channel, hit up on the Discord link, and we can go from there to get y'all situated for some very high octane matches. Because coming up this week, we got 2XKO, and we still have Tekken 8 on the map. So with that being said, I know you guys are looking for some good ass Tekken and some good old fashioned 2XKO. 2XKO. In the meantime, though, I believe this is our curtain call between you and me, Tama.
Yeah, so I'd say, why don't you tell us where we can find you, and then I'll sign us all out and everything like that. So where can we find you, Kuo? Where is it? I know you live in Houston. That's about it. That's all I got.
You can always find me in Houston at the local, of course, Post Oak Fight Club as well. Sometimes be on Wednesdays. Of course, if I'm not there, you can always check out seeing us in the Breakout server or here on the commentary mic. Other than that, find me at Coolmoco, at Coolmoco_. I am on Twitter, just minding my business, just chilling about my day and working as a man should. Other than that, I have been Kuo. And Tama, what do you got to say to people, man?
Well, first, I just want to say thank you to Breakout as well as always having me. I do represent an organization called Mid-Tier Summit over here on Long Island. Me and Labrillo actually both work for them. And we nurse through gaming. So we do a lot of community stuff with, younger kids to sort of teach them how to do analytics and even just playing the games and stuff. So we do a lot of library and school events with that. So that's kind of like one of the big things that we like doing. But you can also find me. I'm very kind of quiet on social media, but I do try to shout out when I can. You can find me as that is my tag on at Tomadoc over at either Blue Sky and X or Twitter or whatever. And with that being said, I just want, before I say sign out, I want to say thank you to Stars that has been doing the production. Thank you to Pi Piplup that was doing all of the TOing in the back, and actually also thank you to Barks as well. Like the production team does a really great job. And thank you to Kumo. Like you're always great, and thank you to Lobs as well that did some of the commentary. You guys really carry the show. I just sort of just sit here and yap, and you guys have to tell me to shut up sometimes. But regardless, anyway, that is it for Breakout Series week number 19 for City of the Wolves. We will see you tomorrow, right? For 2XKO.
Tomorrow for 2XKO.
Yeah, we'll see you tomorrow for Breakout Series for 2XKO. And with that, have a good night. See you and bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Take it easy and be easy.
Money on the back end. Yesterday's price ain't today. Now we taxing. Way out the fear, ain't no way out for me. They always told me I'm the wave, like I'm way out. And see, I know some real ones turn state. Ain't no way I could be out here living like a villain. Only way up for me. Moving out the purges, I give time if it was worth it. If you coming for my fam, then you know I take it personal. Say that you the GOAT, I asked around, I never heard of you. Rocky road ahead, and there's some things I had to hurt. Pick a side, pick your poison. Pick a side, pick your poison. Pick a side, pick your poison. Ain't no picking on me, y'all about to get me going. Yeah, pick a side, pick your poison. Pick a side, pick your poison. Pick a side, pick your poison. Ain't no picking on me, y'all about to get me going. Yeah, windows down so all the haters see me. Back then they didn't want me, now they wanna be me. Keep the grass cut low, cause them snakes still sleazy. Always knew I had to glow, I just had to find a reason. Walk around looking like I own the place. I don't waste no food, man, I always finish off the plate. Ain't come to play trenches, baby, can't believe we made it safe. Something out of nothing, yeah, we made a way. So hungry, think I overate every single shot. Then I'm thinking John Wick. Every loss got a lesson, every make got a miss. I can't even think of a man that had me terrified. We got options, pick your poison or just pick a side. Pick a side, pick your poison. Pick a side, pick your poison. Pick a side, pick your poison. Ain't no picking on me, y'all about to get me going. Yeah, pick a side, pick your poison. Pick a side, pick your poison. Pick a side, pick your poison. Ain't no picking on me, y'all about to get me going. Yeah.
Danny still not able to close it out.
My God. Issei has a Hail Mary.
Holy cow! They did it!
Oh my God! King Ray Jr., you can't be doing this. Actually,
Oh my God.
He's not dead.
Okay.
like a
Really, y'all don't know this, y'all in danger. I'm a threat. I'm a gamble with your life, cause you know that it's a bet. It's a bet. You know I ain't letting up, my foot is on your neck. Take my word for it, just a promise and a threat. Really, y'all don't know this, y'all in danger. I'm a threat. I'm a gamble with your life, cause you know that it's a bet. It's a bet. You know I ain't letting up, my foot is on your neck. Take my word for it, just a promise and a threat. I ain't never really wanna flex my gifts, but I think it's my time. Let me check my wrist. You can never dim my shine, I'ma keep on grinding till I reach the tip top. When it's just in my jeans and I ain't looking back, cause I'm feeling like Chris Cross. They can never slow me down, but they need to hate me, now I'm feeling like Chris. Rock with the team, cause you know that we winning, we with it, we going, we flowing again. I might just go by a Benz, I might just blow my advance, whoa. I did it all for the feeling, alive but I'm making a killing. I'm gonna break every ceiling, cause I need a million, but I don't need your money, you can pay me in respect. Cause once I do it big, what's to follow is a check. I need 100 bags, nothing more, nothing less. And the ops feel away, cause I'm next, I'm a threat. Oh yeah. Really, y'all don't know this, y'all in danger, I'm a threat. I'm a gamble with your life, cause you know that it's a bet. It's a bet. You know I ain't letting up, my foot is on your neck. Take my word for it, this a promise and a threat. Really, y'all don't know this, y'all in danger, I'm a threat.